Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew, welcome to another episode, another edition of Roll the Tape podcast with Manager Marty. I am your host, Manager Marty, and we're going to have a very impactful live today. I want to let you all know that I'm excited today. I'm so excited that I don't even know how to begin this broadcast today. Now, usually we do our Town Watch check-in, but I'm not going to do a Town Watch check-in today. The professor is here. Manager Marty, Joe Clark, is here. And when Manager Marty, Joe Clark is here, as you already know, we don't do our Town Watch check-ins. We just go right on in. And the reason why we go right on in is because of my famous 3 words. No. Not roll the tape. They are my famous 3 words. But there's another famous 3 words that I have. We need answers. And hopefully soon, we get the answers that we are looking for. One thing that separates this channel from other channels on YouTube is that we are controversial. That is not something that I came on YouTube to be. I think that's just my personality based on the principles that I live by and standing 10 toes down as a man on maintaining integrity with things I know that are righteous. And when things are not righteous, if it is my business, I point it out. So, with that being said, we have to deal with what's real. I need the viewership to increase a little bit more because what we're going to deal with is truth. And I know most people don't want to deal with the truth. I know most people don't want to hear the truth because the truth has a way of making you feel bad. It has a way of putting up a mirror so that you can see yourself in it and then make adjustments accordingly. I know that's what truth does. But that's what we deal with over here. We deal with truth, y'all. And we need answers. So no, we're not going to do our Town Watch check-in. I'm going right in today. There ain't no point of holding on. There ain't no point of lagging and dragging on. We got to do what we got to do. See, I'm talking in that language because, there's a certain demographic that understands that language. And for the other demographics that don't understand that language, there's a language for you also to understand. And I know that this live is probably not going to get the viewership. I know that this live might limit my monetization and might limit the views that YouTube push out. That's what they've been doing for the last couple of weeks. I don't know if someone's reporting me or not, but you know what? We need answers. And so this is that we got to deal with it now. I know I have Roll the Tape film crew members that are here that assiduously make financial contributions to help with this channel. And so I'm okay. We're okay. And I know that the super chats are going to be here today. I know that people are going to support the channel because they support the truth. I know that you are all here waiting to learn, waiting to grow in knowledge when it comes to the sport and the business of boxing. And to me, I think that's more important than all the other stuff that, happens here on YouTube. Now that I got that all out the way, you can't talk truth and not show your face. So we have to deal with what's real. Yes, I am wearing a hoodie. And those of you that know the persona of Manager Marty here on YouTube, you know there's two things that happen when I wear the hoodie. One of the things that happen is we bypass the Town Watch check-in. That's the first thing. We bypass that. We go right in. The second thing that happens when I wear the hoodie is that it's raw, unfiltered, uncut truth. And I don't have to use profanity to say it. Well, most of you know that I don't use profanity in my personal life. But I will say this. We need answers. I'm going to drop a bombshell on all of you today. And I could have did a 6.5-minute video on this. I could have. But I didn't want to. I wanted to give each and every one of you that came out today, invested your time, that's going to invest your financial resources to help me grow and build this channel, to be able to experience something fresh. When I go live, as an entertainer and as a performer, I like giving fresh bread. I don't like coming live giving you stale food, giving you stale bread, giving you a chewy meat. No, I like giving you tender meat so you can digest the truth more easily. I like giving you fresh bread so as soon as it come out the oven, you smell it, you know it's going to be good. That's the type of content that I like producing live. And there's only a certain type of crowd and audience that will get it. And you can only get it when you come live. It's a different experience if I would have published this as a video. I want you to come live. CEO Sense, you know that I'm activated with this hoodie on, my brother. I have to double salute the members of this channel. Biz on the Beat, Jeremy Austin, Aaron Muhammad. I see you brothers in the chat. Thank you for your support, being the supervisors of the Roll the Tape film crew. I know that the viewership is probably somewhere else. But I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this show today. I'm going to give you all one of my best performances. I guarantee you that. Every time I go live, I always try to give you all my best. No matter if I'm sick, no matter if I'm exhausted, no matter if I'm sleepy, no matter if I'm tired, all that. Listen, when I go live, I throw all it out the window. And I try the best that I can to give y'all what you ask for. And what I know y'all ask for from me in this channel is truth. I'm going to give it to you. Y'all seen the title, right? Time and time again, I keep telling y'all over and over and over and over again, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to boxing. I don't directly tell you that. I tell you that in my content because it's not about me. See, I don't put myself on no pedestal. It's not important. My content speaks for itself. But you know I roll the tape. That's what I do. And so I won't stop short of rolling the tape today as the viewership. Come on in, viewership. You in for a bombshell. Come on in. Come on in, have a seat. You're welcome. We family. Take your shoes off and relax. The door is already unlocked. You don't have to ring the doorbell. Just come rock on in. Come in. If you hear or see something that you like, go on, jab the like button, double jab the like button, left hook the subscribe button. We're going to talk about some boxing. But you know that the air fryer is warming up. So let's talk about Ryan Garcia first. Why the air fryer is warming up and the viewership is increasing exponentially. There's some tweets that Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya exchanged. I want to get this out the way now. I have to get this out the way now. And then we going right into the I got to get the show, I was going to say. I got to get this. It's important. Let me get the phone so I can read the tweets that's been going on thus far. Okay? Somebody called me. Who called me? Oh man. Ooh. I gotta answer this, but well, it's not a phone call no more, it's a voicemail. I'll get to it in a minute. And it is a very important phone call and voicemail. For real, seriously. But we have business to attend to at the moment. Now, I got to get these tweets out. If you haven't seen them, I got to get them out because Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia is having a problem on X, formerly known as Twitter. Okay? They're having some issues. And I just want to address it. I got to address it now because when I go on a roll with this thing, you see the title, right? When I go on a roll, what we're going to talk about in the title, I really don't want too much of a distraction or any interruptions. I want to go straight on in to what you came here for. Okay? Now, we need it. Oh, okay, I got to do this first. We need answers. And I believe that at the conclusion of this live, I believe the right people will provide us with the answers. And I welcome and invite them here to do so. So, we just want things to be done in decency and in order. We want things to be done fairly and justly in the sport of boxing. As boxing fans, we don't ask for much. As a representation of the business of boxing, I don't ask for much. But we have to maintain integrity. We have to. We're paying our hard-earned money, investing our time, going to fights, traveling all over the country. Some people have traveled out of the country, purchasing pay-per-views. Uptown boy, I've already done that. Haven't gotten a response yet, Uptown. I'm 10 steps ahead of the competition. Now, thank you, Uptown boy. I appreciate that. Now, that's all we ask for. We don't really ask for much, especially with the top athletes. The athletes that are in the top tier, they're millionaires. Don't you know that $1.5 million is equivalent to the average American citizen earning a gross wage of $50,000 a year for 30 years? Let me put it a different way so we can all be on the same page. If the average American citizen that grosses $50,000 a year work for a grand total of 30 years consecutively, they would have grossed and amassed $1.5 million. That's equivalent to a professional boxer earning the same amount of gross pay, but working for 36 minutes at the maximum. To whom much is given, much is required. And so with that being said, you will keep hearing me say my famous 3 words, not roll the tape, only. You won't hear me say that several times today. But the other 3 famous words, we need answers. Because we do. No more playing these mind games with the people. No more manipulating the people. Come on up and give us some answers. We have some questions. The Roll the Tape film crew have questions. Yes, they do. And there's only a select few that can answer them. So, by the end of this live, my hope and objective is that the select few who are capable of answering these questions make themselves available. And come on up here. Talk to the audience that pay their hard-earned money and invest their time into the top-tier athletes. Okay? Now, let's talk about Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya. Okay? Then we're going to get right into it. Now, I'm going to read these tweets off, just a few of them, to gain some context to some of the things that we have to discuss so there won't be any distractions when we move forward. Okay? Now, Oscar De La Hoya, he started it off with this tweet. I'm going to read it. I could put it on the screen, but I will have to go back into the... It's just too much right now because I got other stuff that I'm going to put on the screen, and I don't want to knock one of those images off, okay? I'm going to read it off to you. Here you go right here. Tweets. This is from Oscar De La Hoya. Looking like Ryan Garcia versus Jose Ramirez is getting close and happening. Oscar De La Hoya also said, priced himself out. He was referring to Rolly Romero, stating that Rolly Romero priced himself out of the fight with Ryan Garcia. So with that being said, they have to replace Rolly Romero with Jose Ramirez. Ryan Garcia, he basically came back with his own tweet. He said, no Ramirez. Sorry, that's just not going to happen right now. Let me make that clear. That's what he said. Because Oscar De La Hoya also tweeted that Isaac Pitbull Cruz, or Isaac Pitbull Cruz also priced himself out, and that Jose Ramirez and Ryan Garcia is close to being done. Like basically the negotiations is quickly about to be done. I don't know when the negotiations started, but that sure was a quick negotiation for it to be almost done. Interesting. Ryan Garcia says in a tweet, this is his response. Ryan Garcia versus Oscar De La Hoya at this point. Those were the tweets and exchanges back and forth between Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia. I just want to show y'all. Hold up. Hold on 1 second. I want to show y'all the tweet so y'all can see it's real. Okay? That's the first tweet that Oscar put out. Now, I don't know what's going on with Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya, but I do know that Ryan Garcia has been very vocal lately. He's been vocal for a long time about who he wants to fight. Remember that time when De La Hoya was not ready for him to fight Tank Davis? Well, he told Oscar De La Hoya, get me the fight with Tank Davis. And they did. He also went to Oscar De La Hoya, get me the fight with Devin Haney. Get me the fight with Devin Haney. Oscar De La Hoya does an interview a couple of weeks ago, and he said, I'm going to start reaching out to Eddie Hearn on behalf of Ryan Garcia to fight Devin Haney. He said, I think Eddie Hearn is promoting Devin Haney. He said, I'm not sure. But I do know that Ryan Garcia came to me personally and said, get me that fight. So then, for some odd reason, don't know if negotiations started between De La Hoya and Eddie Hearn or not. I don't know. But I do know Ryan Garcia came out, told De La Hoya, okay, that fight fell through, or that fight or the negotiations didn't materialize, or for whatever reason, get me the Rolly Romero fight. He's hanging around with Floyd Mayweather. I don't know what day that was of the week, but he's hanging around with him. We know that Al Heyman is the manager of Rolly, so seems befitting, right? Now, with that being said, now we have a situation where Oscar De La Hoya and Ryan Garcia keep going back and forth in the public. We've seen this happen at the press conference before the fight with Ryan Garcia in his last fight. We've seen what happened. He strictly told Bernard Hopkins and Oscar De La Hoya how he felt as a man and as a professional. Remember, Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard, same two guys that left Ryan Garcia in the care of Eric Gomez at the post-fight press conference versus Tank Davis, where he suffered his first loss. We need answers. With that being said, Ryan Garcia is tweeting now saying, Ryan Garcia versus Oscar De La Hoya at this point. Sounds like the young man won a tough fight. Sounds like he's ready to get back in the ring and fight. Sounds like De La Hoya is trying to make an effort, or at least he said he was trying to make an effort to fight Devin Haney, not Oscar De La Hoya, but I mean for him to materialize the fight between Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. Looks like it. That's what it seemed like. I don't know about Rolly yet. I'm not sure if Oscar reached out to Al Heyman or Floyd Mayweather or whoever else, represent Rolly. I don't know if he reached out to them or not on behalf of Ryan. I'm not sure. But we do know that Jose Ramirez has been contacted by De La Hoya. And it seems like it's going to be an easy fight to make. But Ryan Garcia said, no Ramirez. I'm not fighting him. Now, there can be some legalities behind that because the fighter is publicly stating that he's not going to honor his contract with the promoter. We got to deal with that part of the equation as well. So, bottom line is, we need, come on, man. I got to do the hoodie with it. We need answers. Don't leave. Stay right there. I'm going to address your favorite fighter. What you leaving for? I shouldn't see a decline in the viewership. Stay right there. Because people keep on saying, Manager Marty, you're being biased. You're being so biased. You only talk about Terrence Crawford. The snack program doesn't work. Even if it does work, he beat Errol Spence fair and square. This is what we've been hearing. I've been widely criticized month after month after month. I've been widely discredited by multiple, I don't even know how many at this point, multiple YouTube channels. And some of them are smaller, subscription-based YouTube channels. But the point is, it's out there in the masses where people constantly keep berating me and using inflammatory remarks and derogatory statements when it comes to my content and how I present it. They have all of these videos trying to disprove me. And all they do is actually prove the point that I've been making in the same video that they're trying to disprove me. What am I bringing all of that up for? I'm glad you asked. Not to take credit, not to be put on a pedestal, none of that. I bring it up because most boxing fans have short-term memory loss. In other words, if you're not doing anything today where I could see you, then guess what? I don't believe you. My word, for some odd reason, hasn't been good enough for some haters. That's why I want the haters to start coming over here so they can learn more and stop just coming over here to steal my content, going back on your channel trying to use it against me. Just stay here and learn and don't move. So I want to educate you, not just today, in general. Am I exhausted? Yes. Do I feel like going to sleep? Yes. Did I have a long day today? Yes. But we don't make excuses in boxing. We need answers. Now, with that being said, I was holding on to this information for a while now. But because people keep on doing this, I have to react. I have to respond. I'm talking about on YouTube. I'm not talking about people hating on me. It's not what I'm talking about when I do this. So we have to deal with what's real. Give me 1 second. Let me get some more water. Stay right there, y'all. Don't move. Please don't move. I want to get some more water. I'm glad to see some of y'all in the chat because I'm going to drop the kite. I'm going to fly the kite out in the link. And some of y'all that's in the chat, that used to come to that's usually on the panel. If you want to come and be a new panelist, that's cool. But I know this panel is going to be lit. I know the chat's going to be lit. I know the super thanks and the super chat and the super chat is going to be lit. I know it. Let me get some more water because I don't want any interruptions now. I want to go dive right into this. I'll be right back. Yeah. Sometimes you got to throw some cold water on your face to wake up. Let's go. Let's get it. Yeah, the viewership want to act like it don't want to come through. Don't worry about it. They all going to tell them what I said. Hold up. Yeah, we back. Don't worry about it. Yeah, listen, we can't make no excuses today. We got to do what we came to do now. Don't matter if I woke up 4 o'clock this morning and had to take care of it. Don't matter. All that don't matter. Yeah, we need answers. Huh? We need answers. Sometimes you got to put water on your face to wake up. No excuses, baby. This is boxing. All right. Somebody can help the brother out because you know they're going to sabotage this video, limit the monetization, strike it, flag it, and all kind of other stuff they're going to do. But it don't matter. Truth is going to prevail regardless. All right, let's get to it now. Now, I done told y'all time and time again. What did I tell y'all? Didn't I got to show my eyes just a tad bit on this. Didn't I tell y'all that I've been involved in boxing for a long time and I know what I see? Didn't I tell you that? I told you that. Told y'all, let me show the picture real quick because I have to do it. Didn't I tell y'all this? I told y'all time and time again that the snack program works. Told y'all. And you know what they said? You know what they said? They said, Manager Marty, you're only saying that because Errol Spence lost. That's what they said. Where the chat at? We got to engage. Y'all got to help me now. Help me, chat. Help me. Yeah. I'm fighting my sleep today. We ain't going to make no excuses. Help me, chat. Let's talk. We live. You know, when I come live, I got to perform. Y'all don't want to hear no excuses from me when we live, right? All right, then. Come on. Let's get it. Chat, talk to me. Talk to me. I need engagement with this one. I'm going to drop a bombshell on you. I need engagement. Now, Listen, they say, Manager Marty, you hating on Crawford, you hating on the snack fighters, you a hater. I had to endure that and still do. That's what I do need. I need me some snack. You right, Creole. I need me the pre-workout. Get me up. It's gonna be all right. Y'all gonna help me. Ain't no excuses. No excuses in boxing, right? Now, they said, Manager Marty, all you keep talking about is Bud Crawford. You don't say nothing else about nobody else on the snack programs. They said, you only talk about Bud Crawford. And this is what I told y'all. I said, hold on and wait. Everybody else that's on the snack program, they're going to get their time. I'm going to talk about each of them individually. It don't have to be a whole entire live, but I'm saying I'm going to make reference to those guys and ladies and whoever else is on the snack program. Just relax. They were saying that to deflect off of Terrence Crawford. I said, okay. And then when I brought up Caleb Plant, and I talked about how his performances has been enhanced from what I could see, guess what people said? I said this in the live a couple weeks ago. Nothing. When I gave you reference and told you Caleb Plant knocked out Anthony Durrell with one punch, out cold, and I was at that fight in Brooklyn, New York at the Barclays Center. And you know what people said? Nothing. Nothing. When I told y'all Andre's performance was enhanced, when he fought in the fight with Benavidez and definitely before Benavidez, you know what people on YouTube said to rebuttal that? Nothing. You want to know why? Oh, let me back up one more fighter, because I said a couple of fighters. I said when Julian J. Rock Williams, when his performance looked enhanced. To me, when he fought Jared Hurd in his backyard and took the belts. You know what people said on YouTube? I wasn't on YouTube then. I'm talking about a couple of weeks ago when I referenced all of this. You know what people said when I brought those snack fighters up? Nothing. Because they're not popular fighters to some people on YouTube. Oh, but when I brought up Terrence Crawford, now the peanut gallery got something to say. When I brought up Devin Haney, now the peanut gallery has something to say. You see, it's interesting to me that when I'm right about the things that I say, those same detractors, those same people who discredit me, they won't come up on their own platforms or this one and publicly acknowledge that I was right. They won't. I don't care if they do. I'm trying to build a case to prove a point. You see, there's a guy in the chat now. Moderators, y'all see what's going on here? I don't have to tell them. I got some of the best moderators on YouTube. I don't even have to tell them what to do next. They know what to do. But what I'm trying to get at is, when I'm right, nobody want to acknowledge it, right? I don't care. I'm building the case. See, it's not about me. I need y'all to hear me. It's not about me. I'm building the case to prove a point. Everybody wanted to apologize to Terrence Crawford because they said they chose Errol Spence to win, or they thought Errol Spence, was going to win the fight. And most people was apologizing. Did Manager Marty apologize? Nope. Just because I thought a fighter was going to win and they lost doesn't mean I got to come on YouTube and apologize every time that happens. I didn't apologize. But I told y'all, I let everybody shoot their load out. And I came up here 2 days after the fight, 2 or 3 days after the fight. And I told y'all, I was the first one on YouTube to say it. Both fighters look different to me. And I told y'all how they both looked different to me. And people started to criticize me. Remember that? I can pull it up and roll the tape on myself, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just referencing that for a reason. I'm building the case. I need y'all to stay with me. I'm trying to stay with me now. Double salute to the member of this channel, my day one supporter, the first member of the channel. My guy, my friend, he's like family to me. Supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew, Mr. Pragmatic. Thank you for your support and contribution to the channel. He says to help offset the financial sabotage. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Mr. Prag. And I know there's more to come today. Now, I told y'all the things that made me look at Errol Spence a certain way based on his performance. I told y'all certain reasons why I looked at Terrence Crawford a certain way based on his performance. And most people kept on throwing shots at me. There's videos on YouTube right now, all over the YouTube boxing community. Since the fight, before the fight, and even after the fight, as probably recent as last week. We got over 30 content creators doing videos on me. I don't know all those guys. I'm just using them as a reference right now because they keep trying to do these debunked videos, which I don't even watch them, but you know, a few people done sent me emails here and there. Do you know this guy? Do you know this content creator? Do you know this person? Here's a video of what they said. I'm like, they're fans of mine. All they doing is coming over here on the live, and some of them here now. I can't wait till they have a response to what we're going to talk about in a couple of minutes. We need answers. Now, people said I should apologize to Crawford, right? Because I was wrong by thinking that Errol Spence, and I always said it was going to be a competitive fight, you know, but I just thought Errol Spence was going to win. That's it. And they said I was wrong, so I should apologize. Well, I didn't apologize, and I'm not going to apologize, and nowhere else in no other sports or including boxing where anybody else ever apologized for, you know, thinking that a team was going to win or a fighter was going to win, and then they lose, and then you get on YouTube and apologize. Wasn't doing that. So why I got to be the one to follow the crowd and do that? It's not going to happen. I don't follow the crowd. So I didn't apologize. But those same people that wanted me to apologize because they say I was wrong, they're the same people that did not want to acknowledge me for being right. My point in saying all of this is to prove that they're nothing but hypocrites. That's my point. It was not about me getting credit. I want y'all to hear me now. Those that have ears to hear, let them hear what I am saying. It's not about me getting credit. It's not about me. It's about me proving the hypocrisy. Because people's favorite fighters are always getting away with things that they have no business doing, and nobody holds them accountable. And then when manager Marty holds the favorite fighters accountable, I'm the bad guy. So I tell you what, then let me be the bad guy. Because there's only 3 words that I got for those that think I'm the bad guy. We need answers. Now, I'm going to play something for y'all, because this is the Roller Tape channel, right? That is how I started my YouTube channel, right? I do roll the tape on everybody, right? Okay, well, here's the video right now. It's time for me to roll the tape on myself. Oh, yes. I'm going to roll the tape on myself because I want to give context for the people that always try to discredit me and say I'm not a manager. Like somebody in the chat just said, I'm just a PBC flunky or whatever. I don't even work for PBC, but that's what they say. And they say all this stuff about me. I know. So I'm going to roll the tape on myself. They say I don't know nothing about boxing. I'm not a real manager. I'm the manager at Walmart. I'm manager Marty. I'm janitor Marty, Farty. All these different things they say. So now we're going to test my knowledge. I want everybody, turn your volume up. I need you to hear this. Every word that's about to be produced is evidence. I need y'all to turn it up because now the truth must be revealed. We need answers. So let me roll the tape on myself. There was something that I said on December the 29th, 2023. Y'all see it on your screen. And you see that I circled the date on there. Yeah, I've been saying it way before December 29th, though, 2023. But this was the last time I said it. Yeah. And I'm going to roll the tape on myself and let you all hear what I said then, because Gray Hoodie Marty is here, standing on good business today. Thank you, CEO Sense. Yes, we're here now. Come on, viewership, increase exponentially. Come on. I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape. And I watched his third fight, of course, was Spence. Then I come out, and then now I'm starting to talk about the other snack fighters. And you know what people said? When I said something about Andre, nobody said a word because he's not as popular on YouTube. Most people are not fans of his. When I talked about how Andre looked in his fight, look at his fight on the undercard of that Boots versus Villa and that Tank versus Hector Garcia. Now, with that being said, when I said Caleb Plant knocked out Anthony Durrell with one punch, they call him sweet hands, something we never seen him do. In fact, 2 years before that, Anthony Durrell was in the ring with a powerful puncher named David Benavidez, and David Benavidez couldn't even knock you down. Not even once. Now, guess what? And guess what people said when I said that? Nothing, because Caleb Plant is not as popular, and he don't have a whole lot of fans that how we be doing on YouTube. Oh, but when I said something about Devin Haney, Lord have mercy. When I talked about Devin Haney, how he looked in the later rounds, where he don't get as tired. I said this live. I stand on what I say. And I told y'all my reference was the Lomachenko fight. In the 12th round, he wasn't gassed. And the reason why I say he wasn't gassed, which I believe that he should have been, is because his punch output changed. You understand? Like when Pacquiao threw over 1,000 punches when he fought De La Hoya, over 900-something punches, he's supposed to be tired. We haven't seen Devin Haney that active. I'm talking about throwing a whole bunch of punches like that. And I'm saying he missed a couple too. That tires you out. But he was in a dog fight with Loma, what I'm saying. But in the 12th round, he still had his wits with him. You know, I'm not accusing. I'm just saying that was my observation. Did y'all hear that? That's what I said The last time because I've been saying it for months, but that's the last time I said it. Every word that you heard me say on a live broadcast here on December the 29th, 2023. Did y'all hear what I just said? I need the chat to engage. Let me know that you're with me. Yeah, it's going down today. Huh? Did y'all hear everything I said? Or y'all want me to play it again? Y'all heard it, or y'all want me to play it again? I need to know what's going on. I want to make sure I don't want you to miss none of this. All right, somebody said they heard it. Anybody else? I need the chat to stay right here with me. Yeah, we're going to deal with it today. Everybody heard what I said, right? All right, loud and clear. Now, that's what I said about my observation about Devin Haney and performance enhancement. And I used the reference of his last 3 fights, which was Regis and then, Loma. Come on, y'all already know. Then before that, the second Kambosos fight, right? But in this video that let me put the date up there. I want to make sure everybody know what's going on. I want you to miss none of this. December 29th, 2023. Y'all just heard me. I referenced only one of the last 3 fights. You know how I go back the last 3 fights of a fighter that's on Snap? Oh, okay, all right then. And I referenced Lomachenko's fight. You heard what I told y'all months ago. See, the Roller Tape Film Crew members that been here for months, they heard me say this months and months ago. Yeah. But on December the 29th, 2023, I reiterated it again for the last time, a couple of weeks ago. And I said my assessment of Devin Haney's performance against Lomachenko in that 12th round, I saw something. Yeah. I saw something with these 2 eyes. I saw it. I said, 12th round, he don't look tired to me. Look like he competing in this round, the 12th round, like we're actually in the 6th round. His punch volume in the entire duration of the fight increased, even though he was in the dog fight. We need answers. Now, someone asked me in the chat, well, what did Bill Haney say now, Manager Marty? I thought he was still worrying about Bernard Hopkins. I thought that he wanted to call out Adrian Broner. I thought that he was doing shorts and videos and video recordings of him talking about Teofimo Lopez. What did Bill Haney do now, Manager Marty? Joe Clark. Manager Marty, Joe Clark. The professor with the hoodie on. I'm going to tell you what Mr. Bill Haney did. I'm going to prove it to you. Mr. Bill Haney we need answers. Mr. Bill Haney agreed with me. Finally, he agreed with me. Something that I've been saying since May of 2023 about the later rounds and the performance of Devin Haney in that fight with Lomachenko. That's what he did. He agreed with me. Oh, yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did agree. And I came across when he confirmed it right here on your screen. And we're going to hear him confirm it. When he finally agreed with me. Yeah, that's on January the 15th. Nearly 16, what? Well, how many days ago? 30, 31. If my math serves me correctly, that's almost about 3 weeks. 3 weeks later, he finally agreed with me. That's all I'm saying. Huh? Now, let's get down to what he actually said. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's get down to it. I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
Is this era. And you see with Devin, he wasn't even breathing in the 12th round against Regis, right? When he was with Lomachenko, he had another 3 rounds. Devin is a 15-round fighter. He's old throwback. He's old throwback fighter, 15-round fighter. Yeah. He's that kind of fighter that they had to change the rules for because he had those guys got so much engine. They still have that thing that they start in the first round, and it gets dangerous. Yeah, it gets dangerous. All that trauma. Yeah.
Did y'all hear what Bill Haney said? Come on, chat. Let's talk. Let's engage. Let me put my hoodie back on. Let me put it back on. You don't need to see my eyes yet until I tell you my 3 famous words. Did y'all hear what Bill Haney just said? Somebody said they didn't hear him. Did y'all hear the man? This Bill Haney now. This Devin Haney dad. Did him. Did you hear what he said? You heard him say how many rounds that Devin Haney had left in him in the 12th round? Did you hear the man talk? Somebody said they didn't hear him. Hold on. Hold on.
Was in that era. This era is this era. And you see with Devin, he wasn't even breathing in the 12th round against Regis, right? When he was with Lomachenko, he had another 3 rounds. Devin is a 15-round fighter. He's old throwback. He's old throwback fighter, 15-round fighter. Yeah. He's that kind of fighter that they had to change the rules for because he had those guys got so much engine. They still have that thing that they start in the first round, and it gets dangerous. Yeah.
Did y'all hear what Bill Haney said? Huh? Y'all heard that, right? All right. For the new viewers that just came in. Yeah. Here's what I said for the new viewers that just heard what Bill Haney said January the 15th, 2023. This is what I said on December 29th, 2023. I'm sorry, January 15th, 2024. That's what Bill Haney said. I said what I said on the date that's on your screen now. We're talking incongruency. I said something about Devin Haney. Lord have mercy. When I talked about Devin Haney, how he looked in the later rounds, where he don't get as tired. I said this live. I stand on what I say. And I told y'all my reference was the Lomachenko fight. In the 12th round, he wasn't gassed. And the reason why I say he wasn't gassed, which I believe that he should have been, is because his punch output, his punch output changed. You understand? Like when Pacquiao threw over 1,000 punches when he fought De La Hoya, over 900 something punches, he's supposed to be tired. We haven't seen Devin Haney that active. I'm talking about throwing a whole bunch of punches like that. And I'm saying he missed a couple too. That tires you out. But he was in a dog fight with Loma. What I'm saying. But in the 12th round, he still had his wits with him. You know, I'm not accusing. I'm just saying that was my observation. We need answers. Did y'all hear what I said? Did y'all hear what Bill Haney said? I want to ask the chat to see if we're on the same page here. On December 29th, 2023, the clip that I just played, did you all hear what I said? I just need a yes or no. Okay, great. We got one yes. That's fair enough. Great. Thank you. In the clip that I played a few moments before I played and replayed my clip, on January 15th, 2024, nearly almost 3 weeks after, did you hear well, technically 2 weeks after, when Bill Haney went on Sean Porter's podcast, did you hear what Bill Haney said? I just need a yes or no. I just need a yes or no. It only takes one. We ain't gonna hold this live up. Great, thank you, Eddie. I'm still not satisfied. We need answers. Are y'all satisfied? Let me see if y'all, I want to see if the audience is satisfied. I'm not satisfied, and I'll tell you why in a second, but if you are, that's okay. If you're not, that's okay too. But let me ask you, the audience, if you're watching the replay of this live, come on and talk to me in the comments section. Don't throw shots at me and discredit me. Yeah, because you said I was wrong anyway. I ain't know nothing about boxing. Remember you said that? Yeah, you said I'm not no real manager. Yeah, that I didn't make a contribution in the sport. Didn't you say that? Okay then. So me and Bill Haney sound like we saying the same thing. Oh, okay. So I want to ask the question: are y'all satisfied? Let's see what the comments talking about. Okay. Somebody said they still need answers. Still not satisfied? Me either. All right. Since I'm requesting answers, I'm going to refer to somebody to give us some answers. I'm going to refer to somebody to give us some clarity. And I need y'all to listen and listen good. So you heard what I said. And I've been saying this since May of 2023. For all of the detractors out there that kept on saying, you don't never talk about no other snack fighters but Bud Crawford. You're just hating and targeting Bud. I told y'all I was going to get to the other fighters, but some of y'all couldn't wait. We here now. So, I said that on the last time I said it, December 2023, a couple weeks ago. Bill Haney said that on Sean Porter's podcast a couple of days ago. So now we need an expert to interpret what I said. We need an expert to interpret what Bill Haney said. We need an expert. And I got one for you. The most credible expert in boxing today. Yeah, I'm talking about him that's on your screen right now. Because he was here in the first interview on January the 1st. Y'all remember that? Do you remember that? And do you remember what Victor Conte said that he does when he need answers. Oh, I know they're going to say I'm reaching. But I'm going to do what the expert told me to do in front of my face. Oh, yes. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape. Okay, so we had clarification on that. Let's talk about it. You used the letters EPO. It's a very long word. You're the expert. Can you tell us what EPO? I mean, we heard you say it with Sugar Shane Mosley, but can you tell the audience what is EPO? You said it's a powerful drug. What is EPO? What are the benefits of EPO?
The technical name is erythropoietin, and it promotes the production of red blood cells. And what that does is each and every time that a boxer or an athlete takes a breath, you have an area on a red blood cell called hemoglobin. They're like seats on a bus, and you can attach, let's say, 5 oxygen molecules, and then those to a red blood cell, like a little bus that transports them down to your muscle tissue in your legs. And it dumps the oxygen molecules and the nutrients, and then it picks up what we call the metabolic waste byproducts, like lactic acid, ammonia, carbon dioxide, the metabolic, call it PP and poo-poo, that you want to get out of your system because it promotes fatigue back, and then you exhale those out. So literally, they call EPO the effects that it turns you into a machine. That means you just simply don't get tired. So when you see these boxers who come on in the second half of the fight and are throwing more punches and maintaining that volume with equal power, it's likely that they're using EPO. And I don't want to get into specific cases, but I see this all the time. And then I look who they're associated with, and then my best guess is, yes, that boxer's using EPO.
Did y'all hear what Victor Conti said in the first interview that I conducted with him on January the 1st? I just need a yes or no in the chat. We ain't got to go all far with this thing here. Did y'all hear what he said? I just need a yes or no in the chat. I just need just one. I don't need okay, I just got there it is. What up, detail? He here. Okay. I just want to play that last part again. Just the last part. Y'all don't mind, do you?
Effects that it turns you into a machine. That means you just simply don't get tired. So when you see these boxers who come on in the second half of the fight and are throwing more punches and maintaining that volume with equal power, it's likely that they're using EPO. And I don't want to get into specific cases, but I see this all the time. And then I look who they're associated with, and then my best guess is, yes, that boxer's using EPO.
Victor Conti said he sees this all the time, where the boxer is performing at high levels in the second half of the fight. And in the later rounds, they don't get tired at all. And then when he looks across and see who they're associated with, he gets suspicious that fighter is using EPO. So is it safe to say that if someone is suspicious of Devin Haney, who's performing at the levels that are described by Victor Conti, the expert, that they have a right to be suspicious of Devin Haney? Is that what we are hearing? We need answers. You see, I done told y'all that I know what I'm looking at. I know what I see in boxing. Didn't I tell you that? I told y'all that. I told y'all that when a fighter's performance look enhanced, my eyebrows raised up, my ears perk, the skin on my arms jump up. Didn't I tell y'all that? I know what I'm looking at. I told you. Yes. But you know, there's people doing 35,000 videos on me, lying on me, trying to discredit me and say I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know nothing about boxing. Mmm. Mmm. Oh, but when I said something about Devin Haney, Lord have mercy. When I talked about Devin Haney, how he looked in the later rounds, where he don't get as tired. I said this live. I stand on what I say. And I told y'all my reference was the Lomachenko fight. In the 12th round, he wasn't gassed. And the reason why I say he wasn't gassed, which I believe that he should have been, is because his punch output changed. You understand? Like when Pacquiao threw over 1,000 punches when he fought De La Hoya, over 9 or something punches, he's supposed to be tired. We haven't seen Devin Haney that active. I'm talking about throwing a whole bunch of punches like that. And I'm saying he missed a couple too. That tires you out. But he was in a dog fight with Loma, what I'm saying. But in the 12th round, he still had his wits with him. You know, I'm not accusing. I'm just saying that was my observation. I was hating when I said that, right? When I said that, I was hating. I've been saying that since after the Loma fight in May. I was hating when I said that. Then I was saying it months after that. Then the last time I said it, December the 29th, 2023. I was hating when I said that, right? This for the new audience, y'all. Some of y'all done seen this and heard it, but this for the new audience that just came in. Yeah. I was hating when I said that, right? Okay. And then on January 15th, what happened? Bill Haney goes on Sean Porter's podcast, and let's hear what he had to say again.
Extremely critical. Mm-hmm. And I said that era, right, was in that era. Mm-hmm. This era is this era. Mm-hmm. And you see with Devin, he wasn't even breathing in the 12th round against Regis, right? Mm-hmm. When he was with Lomachenko, he had another 3 rounds. Devin is a 15-round fighter. He's old throwback. He's old throwback fighter, 15-round fighter. Yeah. He's that kind of fighter that they had to change the rules for because he had those guys got so much engine. They still have that thing that they start in the first round, and it gets dangerous. Yeah, it gets dangerous. All that trauma. Yeah.
So if I was hating when I said that about my observations that I saw with my 2 eyes when Devin Haney fought Lomachenko, then what do you call it when his dad, Bill Haney, say the same thing I said 2 weeks after I said it, the last time I said it? What do you call it when Bill say it? When he say that his son didn't even breathe in the Regis fight, in the later rounds of nothing. Then he said, even in the Lomachenko fight, he still had 3 more rounds left after the 12th round in him. So when I said it, I was hating. Okay, great. So what is Bill Haney when he say the same thing I said? Huh? What is Victor Conti since he said what he said on January the 1st? In the first interview I conducted with him. Is he a hater like Bill Haney? Am I a hater? We all saying the same thing. What's the problem?
system because it promotes fatigue back, and then you exhale those out. So literally, they call EPO the effects that it turns you into a machine. That means you just simply don't get tired. So when you see these boxers who come on in the second half of the fight and are throwing more punches and maintaining that volume with equal power, it's likely that they're using EPO. And I don't want to get into specific cases, but I see this all the time. And then I look who they're associated with. And then my best guess is, yes, that boxer's using EPO.
So when we look at these performances, Regis Prograis, Lomachenko, the two performances that Bill Haney referred to, and the one of Lomachenko that I referred to on December the 29th, and we look across and see who Devin Haney's associated with, which is Victor Conte, is it safe for us to assume or speculate that because of his association with Victor Conte, can we use Victor Conte's assessment that he uses and say, well, maybe Devin Haney's performance is suspicious? Is he using EPO? We wrong for that? Because that's the standard that Victor Conte, the expert, is using. Now, you know what I just did, don't you? You know what I just did after I done played all this. Yep. Flew the kite right in the chat. Yeah, that's where we at. Come on up. Anybody. Yeah. Come on up. We can talk about it. Yeah. Come on up. I flew the kite out there. Link is in the chat. Let's discuss it now. Yeah. See, that's what professors do. We put the hoodie on. We give the homework assignment. We give the classroom assignment. And then now it's come on up to the front of the class and show your work based on what you learn. Link in the chat. Let's have a dialogue. Anybody, this is no challenge. Just come on up and let's talk about what you heard. We need answers. I was hating when I said all this. Yeah. Well, what is Bill Haney doing? Is he hating on his son for saying it? For saying the same thing I said 2 weeks later? What is Victor Conte doing? Is he hating too by saying the same thing I said 3 days later? Let me see if I can pin that link to the top. That's all I'm saying. That's what I want to do. Pin that thing right up to the top. Double salute to Estelle. Thank you for your Cash App. I appreciate your contribution and your support to the channel. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, hold on for a second. Yeah, hold on. I got to make sure that link is pinned to the top. That's what I got to do. Yeah. Now it's pinned to the top. Yeah. Let's have a conversation about it now. So, what y'all learned today? Yeah. Hey. I ain't accusing nobody of nothing. All I did was use my words. Let me put it up on the screen real quick so we can all be on the same page. All I did was use my words on December 29th, 2023. All I did was use Bill Haney's words that he used on January 15th, 2024 on Sean Porter's podcast. And all I used was Victor Conte's words that he used on January the 1st, 2024. Or at least that's when I published it. Or at least that's when Sean Porter published it. Okay, that's all I did. Because I was a hater when I said all my observation with my eyes. I was a hater then, right? Okay. I was targeting Terrence Crawford when I said them words, remember? All right. Mm-hmm. Now nobody want to click the link. We can talk about it. It don't have to be anybody can click the link. It's up there. Yeah, that's all that is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all we doing. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh man. Nobody want to come up? That's cool. People will come up later on. Yeah. I know. I know. I know. Let me put my glasses on so I can hear what's going on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Put these on so I can hear what's going on. Mm-hmm. NHA2, what's going on, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, man?
Can't complain, man. I figured I just hopped on, man, since
Oh
nobody
man.
nobody trying to get on and acting like they're scared or something.
Well, I didn't say, I want to clarify. Somebody tried to say something in the chat. I want to clarify something. I didn't say that Bill Haney was implying anything. What I'm saying is that I put the pieces to the puzzle together, something that most people didn't do, with my own words, with Victor Conti's words, and with Bill Haney's words. And what I put together, let me be clear what I mean. What exactly that I mean is I done told y'all since May of 2023 that Devin Haney's performance looked enhanced to me when he fought Loma. I told y'all that. And I was hating by some people's standards when I said that. And I was talking about the way that he was performing with his punch output and still having a lot of gas in the tank. You ain't hear that nowhere else but right here. And so now all I did to confirm that my observation was factual and actual was the words of his own dad, which is what he said on Sean Porter's podcast a couple days ago. His son barely breathed when he fought Regis, and he still had 3 more rounds left in him after the 12th round in the Loma fight. I said the same thing. Victor Conti said himself, one of the assessments that he make is seeing if a fighter is on EPO. And he described it himself. And then he said once he sees it or notices these descriptions, he look across and see who they're associated with. And then once he determines who that fighter is associated with, he concludes on his own recognizance that that fighter must be on EPO.
So, in your
What's your
opinion,
take on all that, NJ?
in your opinion, you think Haney's on EPO?
Well, I asked you, what is your take on it, my brother? That was the question I asked you first, bro.
Oh no, I
What's your
mean,
take on everything I played?
I don't believe Haney's on EPO, performance enhancing, or none of that. I mean, I look at him as a 24-year-old guy. Probably keeps it. I'm pretty sure he keeps his body clean. And we're talking about because he like how many fighters just stay active and just as active in the later rounds as they were like in the beginning and middle rounds. Because they finish strong does not necessarily mean that they own something. If that's the case, then we just gotta throw shade on every 15-round fighter from the past. Because how do they do it? And we always gonna assume that they was on some type of illegal or legal performance enhancement. I mean, pretty sure they're on some performance enhancement because every fighter is on some type of performance enhancement.
I don't know. I don't have any evidence of that. See what
So
happens is,
what
oh,
athlete but
time
what
out.
athlete that's not
Hold
using
on. I
performance
don't
enhancement?
know. I don't know. I can't I can't assume that NHA, so I don't know. What I do know, see, I speak on what I know. I don't speak on what I assume. I speak on what I know. Now, I use the clip from Bill Haney to imply that I am correct in my observation. Absolutely, I did. Now, you asking about EPO and do I think the man was on EPO? I never said he was on EPO. What I'm saying is everybody is safe to use the same formula that Victor Conte uses when he says that when he sees a description of certain things that these fighters do in the later rounds, he look across and see who they're associated with, and then he makes the determination.
Yeah, if we're gonna take credit to what
So,
Vic
so,
said, we also got to
so,
acknowledge that he doesn't
so,
think Haney's doing anything illegal.
so hold on. So NHA. So what I'm
Yes,
saying
sir.
is, if 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 Victor Conti can make that assessment based on the association that a fighter has with somebody else, then it's safe that other people make that same assessment based on Devin Haney's association with him. Isn't that fair to say?
Well, that's fair.
Oh, okay.
Fair
That's what
enough.
we talking about. But that's what we talking about right now. Yeah, that's what we talking
But
about now.
everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm not saying
Yeah,
that.
but see, I didn't give you opinions. See, that's the difference with what I played for you. I gave you some facts. Victor Conti gave you some facts, and so did Bill Haney. See, nobody gave opinions in them three audio clips that I played. That nobody didn't give no opinions. Everybody gave facts. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
Vic also gave me facts. If we want to go by, what he said Haney and everybody in Snack is clean.
No, I ain't
Are
talking
we gonna
about
take
what
it?
he said then. I'm talking about
I'm just
all.
talking
See,
about you said that recently. So
NHA,
you can't
NHA.
pick and choose
I,
what you want.
no, no,
When
I
you want to
can't.
believe him.
NHA. I
Yes,
can
sir.
be choosy because I'm only talking about the topic at hand. We ain't going around the
Gotcha.
corner tonight. We ain't going underneath the bed tonight. We ain't going across the street tonight. We standing right here in the middle of the block. We dealing with the topic at hand. See what I'm saying? That's all
That is
I'm
part
saying.
of that
Yeah,
is
that's
part of the
all I'm
topic, though.
saying.
It's not.
What's
Is
that?
that not? I mean, fighters being dirty, right? Or
No,
not
that's
dirty.
not a part of. Absolutely not. That's not a part of the topic tonight. I think you saw. I think you saw the title. That's okay though. Hold on, NHA. We got Jay Hugh here, and we have Shahid L. My brother Shahid L. How you doing this evening, sir?
Peace, maintainer. How are you, sir?
I'm doing wonderful this evening. How you doing?
I'm maintaining, just listening to everything, all the facts that you present, sir.
What's your take on it? And we're gonna get to Jay Hugh next. What's your take on
Well,
everything you heard, sir?
it's irrefutable. I mean, you can't really. How can you refute for what you put on the screen 2 weeks prior to Bill Haney saying it? You called that 2 weeks prior to him saying it. How do you refute that? And how do you refute the traits and the characteristics that Victor Conti has described that these boxers are doing? And we're seeing these boxers actually doing what Victor Conti saying that they're doing in the ring, not getting tired. His own dad said that Devin Haney he's a 15-round fighter. So in so many words, they're telling on themselves, bro. All you doing was taking off the veil. Quadruple salute to you, King, for that, man. Straight up, because you're dealing with facts, like you said. You're dealing with facts. You're not going underneath the bed. You're not
Nope.
going across the street. You're staying right here, and you're presenting all the facts. So I salute you, bro. Keep it up, man.
I appreciate it. Now, before I let Jay Hughes speak, we have a new audience. I see the viewership is increasing exponentially. I see new viewers that are in the chat. They just got here, and I want to be fair to them because I want them to be able to understand the context of what we're talking about on this panel. So if everybody that heard it already can just Give me a second. I want to be fair to all the viewers, even the ones that just came in a little bit late, because I want everybody to understand the context, okay? Because it's very controversial, all right? And I want to make sure everybody get it so that whatever you're going to decide as far as your observation and assessment, you can be accurately informed. And I think it's very fair that all of us do that. So what I'm going to do is, if everybody on the panel can just mute your phone or your device that you're using, just mute it. When I'm done, I'll bring you guys back on. So how this started, just so the new audience can understand in context what's going on, is that on your screen on December the 29th, 2023, I made an observation and my assessment of Devin Haney's performances in his last 3 fights. And I've been making this reference since May of 2023 when he fought Lomachenko. And I basically stated in May, and I just reiterated in December of 2023, that his performance looked enhanced to me. I didn't accuse him of anything illegal. I just said his performance looked enhanced, and I've maintained the assessment that Devin Haney looked very fresh to me in the 12th round, because in the 12th round against Lomachenko, he looked like he was fighting in the 6th round based on his punch output and the lack of fatigue. Okay? That's what I said on December the 29th on this channel during a live. Hold on one second. So I want to play what I said on a live panel, December 29th, 2023, where I was using a reference to Devin Haney's performance. And I'm doing this for the new audience that just got here so we all can be on the same page. These are the words that I said on December the 29th, 2023, with my assessment of Devin Haney's performance against Lomachenko. How we be doing on YouTube. Oh, but when I said something about Devin Haney, Lord have mercy. When I talked about Devin Haney, how he looked in the later rounds, where he don't get as tired. I said this live. I stand on what I say. And I told y'all my reference was the Lomachenko fight. In the 12th round, he wasn't gassed. And the reason why I say he wasn't gassed, which I believe that he should have been, is because his punch output, his punch output changed. You understand? Like when Pacquiao threw over 1,000 punches when he fought De La Hoya, over 900 something punches, he's supposed to be tired. We haven't seen Devin Haney that active. I'm talking about throwing a whole bunch of punches like that. And I'm saying he missed a couple too. That tires you out. But he was in a dog fight with Loma, what I'm saying. But in the 12th round, he still had his wits with him. You know, I'm not accusing. I'm just saying that was my observation. All right, that is what I said. Once again, on December the 29th, 2023, I've been saying it for about 6 months prior to that in several different lives and spurts. But that was the last time I said it on December the 29th of 2023, my assessment of Devin Haney's performance in the Lomachenko fight. Now, fast forward to something that just happened a few days ago. Bill Haney, he goes on to the Sean Porter Way podcast, and he made his own assessment of his son and how his son performed in the Regis Prograis fight and the Lomachenko fight. And let's hear what Bill Haney had to say on January the 15th, 2024, nearly 2 weeks after I made my assessment.
Era. This era is this era. And you see with Devin, he wasn't even breathing in the 12th round against Regis, right? When he was with Lomachenko, he had another 3 rounds. Devin is a 15-round fighter. He's all throwback. He's an old throwback fighter, 15-round fighter.
Yeah.
He's that kind of fighter that they had to change the rules for because he had those guys got so much engine. They still have that thing that they start in the first round, and it gets dangerous.
Yeah.
It gets dangerous, all that trauma.
Yeah.
That's what Bill Haney said January the 15th, 2024. Just a few days ago on Sean Porter's podcast. That's what he said. I asked the audience, were they satisfied? Were they satisfied with the fact that Bill Haney and I had the same assessment of his son's performance in the later rounds? Bill Haney said, y'all just heard him. Y'all just heard him. He said he didn't even breathe in that 12-round fight with Regis Prograis, and you saw how active he was. He didn't even breathe. He said in the Lomachenko fight, he still had 3 more rounds in him after being in the dogfight with Lomachenko, and that fight went the full 12 rounds. So it sounds like to me that me and Bill Haney are in sync with our assessment, that I know what I saw and I know what I was looking at when I made my assessment, and so did Bill Haney. But I was not satisfied because, like I always say, we need answers. So I deferred to the expert who gave context on January the 1st, 2024, nearly a few days after I made my assessment and nearly 2 weeks prior to Bill Haney making his assessment. We had Victor Conti up here. In my first interview with him, which was unscheduled and unexpected, I asked him a basic question about EPO. And you know what? I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape. Okay, so we had clarification on that. Let's talk about it. You used the letters EPO. It's a very long word. You're the expert. Can you tell us what EPO? I mean, we heard you say it with Sugar Shane Mosley, but can you tell the audience what is EPO? You said it's a powerful drug. What is EPO? What are the benefits of EPO?
The technical name is erythropoietin, and it promotes the production of red blood cells. And what that does is each and every time that a boxer or an athlete takes a breath, you have an area on a red blood cell called hemoglobin. They're like seats on a bus. And you can attach, let's say, 5 oxygen molecules, and then those to a red blood cell, like a little bus that transports them down to your muscle tissue in your legs. And it dumps the oxygen molecules and the nutrients, and then it picks up what we call the metabolic waste byproducts, like lactic acid, ammonia, carbon dioxide, the metabolic, call it PP and poo-poo, that you want to get out of your system because it promotes fatigue, back, and then you exhale those out. So literally, they call EPO the effects that it turns you into a machine. That means you just simply don't get tired. So when you see these boxers who come on in the second half of the fight and are throwing more punches and maintaining that volume with equal power, it's likely that they're using EPO. And I don't want to get into specific cases, but I see this all the time. And then I look who they're associated with. And then my best guess is, yes, that boxer's using EPO.
That's what Victor Conti said on January the 1st, 2024. When I asked him about EPO and the benefits of EPO, you heard him describe it. And you also heard him give his own assessments, where he himself used a standard to give his own assessment. And the standard is when he sees the characteristics of a fighter or a boxer using EPO, he said, not my words, but his words, he look across and he sees who they're associated with, and then he makes a determination based on who they're associated with to conclude that this fighter is on EPO. So my question is, everybody heard what I said on December the 29th, 2023. Everybody heard what Bill Haney said on January the 15th of 2024. And everybody heard what Victor Conte said on January 1st, 2024. So my question is, if Victor Conte can use that standard of seeing who a boxer is associated with, after seeing the characteristics, and then he concludes that maybe this fighter is using EPO, isn't it a fair assessment that a boxing fan can look at someone like a Devin Haney and look across and see who he's associated with, which is Victor Conte in the SNAC program, and can't they equally use the same standard that Victor Conte used to make his evaluation to determine whether or not it's suspicious that maybe Devin Haney is using EPO, or maybe his performance is being enhanced? That's the point that I'm driving home this evening. Jay Hugh, this is your first time, I believe, on the panel, so welcome to you. You've heard all of the things that I said for a while, and I just replayed everything for the new audience that just came in. First and foremost, what is your assessment on everything that you heard? Jay Hugh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. First off, I wanted to give you props on the interview and on the.
Thank you.
Hey.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, I got bad audio delay. So basically, my thoughts on the thing is, it's suspicious, man. I support guys like Crawford and Haney quite a bit because they're taking the challenges to fight, the toughest fights. But at the same time, I never let my feelings get in the way of the facts. And the fact of the matter is, if you're associated with somebody that's on or been involved with administering PEDs, it's suspicious. Like, no matter how you cut it, it's suspicious. And so if people, like, I won't accuse them of anything and say they did anything. And I think that's also another point that I agree on is I'm not going to accuse them of anything, just like there's a lot of other fighters that could be accused of different things. A lot of funny things that kind of go on in the sport. But the fact of the matter is that association is suspicious. And I would be for, personally, the sanctioning bodies or whoever's in charge of it doing more stringent testing. And for anybody who's involved in PEDs, basically just keeping a closer eye on people that are involved in it, have been involved in it, you name it, just because, it's suspicious.
Understood. Yeah. Highly, just to say the least, looks highly suspicious. Double salute to Two Cents Boxing, member of the channel, supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew. There are three famous words that I say that I have to say now as I look at the camera, and that is, we need answers. So we can stop doing all this assuming, or people are saying that I'm insinuating. You understand what I'm saying? We need answers. Yeah. Hold on for 1 second. We got my guy, Deem, here. Salute to you, Deem. How you doing, sir?
Manager Marty, how you doing, big bro? How was everything, man? I hope you've been enjoying your new year, man. I'm very proud of what you're doing over here, man. Yes, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate you, my brother. And I thank you. And I have to give you a special shout out. Double salute to my guy, Deem, for the Cash App that he sent this week. Thank you for your contribution and your support to the channel, Deem. And you know the blessing is coming right back your way. And you're doing a good job with your content, my brother.
Man, Manager Marty, I couldn't ask for nothing else from you, man. You've been getting proven right, Manager Marty, and that's the part that I love to see. Like, just coming from our city and you standing on your square, not caring if I said something to go against anybody else. You've been standing on your square, and you've been proven to be right more than wrong. And I'm just, I'm too 100 to not tell you the truth on that.
Appreciate that, my brother, and the support. And yes, we did have a disagreement on certain things, but I appreciate it. You've heard everything thus far with what I said, what Bill Haney said. You call him 20 mil Bill is what
Oh,
they
no,
call him.
Manager Marty, we got to change it now. It's 40 mil Bill.
Oh, sorry. You call him 40 mil Bill is what they call him.
Yes,
I
sir.
said what I said on the 29th of December, and I think you were around here then. You heard what Bill Haney said on the Sean Porter podcast a couple of days ago. And of course, our buddy Vic, you heard what he said on January 1st and how we should assess fighters that have those characteristics like he do.
Absolutely.
And when he looks across and sees certain fighters associated with certain people, he concluded they're on EPO based on the characteristics. Why can't we use his formula to look across and see the fighters on his program that have those same characteristics to see if they're being suspicious? I mean, what's your take on all this, Dean?
Manager Marty, now it's time to cook. My take on this, Manager Marty, is that's the pot calling the kettle black. He didn't even know what he was saying when he said it. And and that's the thing about people, Manager Marty. My mom always told me this, if you listen to people, if you let people talk and listen to them good enough, they'll tell you the truth. You just got to listen. If you are a known cheater, right? Known cheater. That more than anything else we talk about, Manager Marty, Victor Conte being a cheater is more fact than mostly everything else we talk about on these programs. That is something that's been proven, put in the books. It's solidified. Who are you to say anything about any other fighters? Why do you know this information? Why are you so well versed in it? I think I got a pretty good answer to it. It's because this is what you partaked in. Even Victor Conte came up on here, Manager Marty, and said that he's not allowed around any other professional sports. The biggest question I got for everybody. And Manager Marty has put this question out here, but this the big question, Manager Marty, they just sweep under the rug. They like to sweep this one under the rug. But Gervonta Davis alluded to this. Shout out to Gervonta Davis. Why is he even a part of the sport? Why do Manager Marty have to even talk about it? Why aren't we, the sport we claim that we love so much, where people risk their life? Me and Manager Marty talk about this all the time. More people die in boxing than in MMA or any of that stuff has ever happened. Yes, hundreds of guys die every year in the boxing ring. That is a fact. Okay? Why is he even allowed? If he's not allowed to be in any other professional sport that you could bet on, that you could go to Vegas, that you could purchase a ticket for, that these are known athletes. When you look at LeBron James and Terrence Crawford, you know the one thing you will give them that they have in common, that they are athletes. Something that you could compete in the Olympics for. Let's just say that, right? Why is he even allowed around it? Why is he even here in boxing? And Manager Marty, me and you talked, this was the thing. This is why I love your program. Because he said something a couple weeks ago that I didn't know. I didn't know that certain levels was allowed. It's not that these things are undetectable, y'all. Get that out of y'all vocabulary. It's not that it's undetectable. Because as Victor Conte words, I did watch Manager Marty. Victor Conte words is that none of these drugs are new. There are no new steroids and things like that. They know what to look for. It's just certain levels, and you got to know when you get. How does he know that in 10 days you'll be tested every 10 days? Why is he so well versed in all of these things? We didn't know, Manager Marty, until we said it, that certain levels of EPO are allowed, HGH and things like that. Why? Why is that? And that's the question. If I'm dealing with a known cheater, right, who know how to circumvent tests, who has all this information, why would you allow him around your sport, period? Manager Marty, you could be a great person, a great guy. You could be one of the best. I watch YouTube channels where guys get out of prison and tell their stories and things like that. Great dudes. They could never work at a Fortune 500 company, though. No matter how good of a person they is and they change their life and the whole nine, they could never work at certain corporations. Why? Because they're convicted felon. They can never purchase a firearm in certain things. Why? To protect us, the people. Just in case one day they go back to their other ways that they had. So I'm never going to be convinced of a cheater's words. If somebody robbed you, would you let them in your house? I'm going to land my plane there, Manager Marty, because it's so important. Forget everything else they want to, because they want to attack you, Manager Marty, about everything else, but nobody wants to address that. Why is snack program and all of that allowed in the first place? And then the guy get up here on Manager Marty program and tell you that these tests can be circumvented, that there is no new steroids, that certain levels is allowed, that they do random testing that's not so random, and he knows all of this. I mean, if it looked like a duck, it quacked like one. That's what it is. So that's my thoughts, Manager Marty.
I got you. Thank you for your assessment, Dean. You make a lot of sense, and you're echoing some of the same things that I've said for a long time, before and after Victor Conti came up on the program, not once, but twice in a matter of 7 days. So I thought that was interesting. Double salute to Sin Ironheart. Thank you for your comment in the chat, and I have to read this publicly. Sin Ironheart says, I'm only a week into your content, and you are giving the best boxing coverage thus far. Thank you so much for your assessment and your support, and keep on watching. Every day that we're on, I have published content that goes out throughout the week, Ironheart, and we're going to continue to enhance. I said the word enhance the visual and audio. Enhance the audio and visual quality of the content that I produce. And yes, I have a lot of, entertainment value, antics, and different facial expressions. And all of that is to entertain the people. I am an entertainer. But at the end of the day, my heart is into the number one objective of this channel, Ironheart. And that is to educate the people on the business and the sport of boxing. So thank you for that, Ironheart. I must say this, because this is also even more disturbing. And I know people want to call me a hater and all this stuff when this is over, and I'm always okay with that. I won't use nobody else. I'll use myself. I have daughters.
Me too, Manager Marty.
If R. Kelly get in contact with somebody I know and say, Manager Marty, R. Kelly wants to offer your daughters $3 million a piece to be able to come along with him. He's going to sign them to his label. He wants to bring them in the studio. He wants to help them rehearse and practice. He wants to sign them to the label. He wants to basically give them all of the resources they need to put out an album. He wants to make them a superstar. He changed his life around. He found God. And I'm a man of faith. And I think everybody knows that. I'm public as a Christian. But even with R. Kelly saying all of that, Deem, Shaheed L, and NHA, as a father, I still, no matter what money he talking about, I still, no matter how many people he tell that he pray at night to God, no matter how many people he say he changed in front of, I don't care if he's in front of the board of the parole. I don't care who he talked to. He can go to a priest and ask him to do 5 Hail Mary. It don't make no difference. My daughters ain't going nowhere with R. Kelly under my watch. So my point is, if we know that the same guy who's saying, if you look across from, he looks across from the fighter and see who they associated with, well, if he can use that formula, so can I. So the question becomes, why would a father allow his son to go over there with Victor Conti in the first place when we know his history? And we also know that he's given up all of the tapes on the flawed testing, all of the regimen, well, some of the regimen that he does this, that, and the third that make these fighters look suspicious. I mean, Shaheed L, am I making any kind of sense with that analogy, bro?
Of course, you're one that's making a whole lot of sense, but a lot of people, like you know, what I'm saying, Dean said earlier, they don't want to give you your credit. They don't want to. They don't want to acknowledge for what you put in front of their face. Similar, he spoke, you know, some of the sayings that his mother told him. When people talk, let them, you know, what I'm saying, tell on themselves. My mom used to always tell me, you can't overlook the things in life that's right in front of you. Similar to the you rolling the tape, manager Marty rolling the tape on everybody and making them speak their own words. Like you say, their words, not yours. You let them speak for themselves. So everything, that analogy that you just gave to answer your question to come full circle is all right and exact.
Hey, hey, is this Shaheed or Shahad?
Oh.
Shaheed.
Shaheed, let me ask you this too, bro. Because it's something Bill said. I listen to people. Manager Marty, you know how I get down. I like that. I listen to you. Manager Marty and Shaheed, can y'all tell me when was the last time boxing allowed 15 rounds in a fight?
I think they stopped that in the 70s.
Yeah, when the 78 or 79.
Okay, thank you, y'all. I appreciate that. Because my next question is, how the hell would Bill Haney know his son is a 15-round fighter?
Probably because he sparred 15 rounds.
Sparring and actual fighting is different. Completely different. And hold on, NHA, you could get every professional boxer up here and they will tell you that exactly.
Yeah,
so
I get that.
My words. Not my words. Devin Haney will tell you that.
Maybe he sparred 20 rounds. I don't know. You probably use those metrics.
Hey, NHA, I listen. I heard Manager Marty say this to you earlier too. We speak on things. We're gonna speak on things we know.
All right, so let me address something too, man, because both of y'all touched on.
Hold on.
Now, you said,
get to the cooking. I just want to say this.
Yeah.
How would he know that his son is a 15-round fighter and he has never, amateur or beyond, has fought 15 rounds? Like, it's impossible that he knows that.
Well, you know, Bill speaking hyperbolic terms. So
I don't know. With Bill Haney, I don't know nothing, because Bill Haney said they sent $20 million offers. They sent $40 million offers. They want what Ryan Garcia want. He don't got Al Heyman number. I don't know that.
I'm saying, you know, Bill speaks in hyperbolic terms. I.e., I put him in layman's term. He caps a lot.
It didn't sound like. Go ahead. I'm sorry, brother. Go ahead, Cook.
He caps. We already know Bill caps. You know, he's a promoter. He gonna say the most wildest stuff. You know what I'm saying, to promote his son. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's far fetched to say, okay, I know my son is a 15-round fighter, but you know, he ain't the first person to say some outlandish shit. You know what I'm saying?
See, hold on, NHA. No, I don't care about that. What I'm trying to get you to see is, when you say he's not the only one, we ain't talking about nobody else but him today.
I get that. I'm just saying.
We ain't talking about nobody else.
We ain't talking about nobody else.
Yeah, we only talking about him today. So that's all I'm saying.
Huh? I get that. Let me. So when you bring this point, because y'all brought up that point. I mean, Dean too. Salute to Dean, man. You know, you got a good channel. You know what I'm saying? I always tune into you every now and then. But you made a reference to saying something about why does boxing allow Victor Conte? Mm-hmm. I'll say Victor Conte's not employed by boxing whatsoever. Boxing is not allowing Victor Conte per se. The fighters, professional fighters, are going to Victor Conte's company, which is publicly, you know what I'm saying, he has a public company, you know, it's a very lucrative company. Not only the fighters, you got trainers, you got, you know what I'm saying, managers, you got all aspects.
What managers go over there, bro?
I don't know.
I know the manager. What manager go over there, bro?
Okay, let me take that back. You got plenty of trainers that are promoting his brand. So it's not a thing where boxing could say, you know what, I don't want you associated with boxing, because technically speaking, he's not doing anything illegal. There's assumptions that, you know what I'm saying, from people who want to castigate him, you know what I'm saying, because of his past. And I get that.
How do you know he's not doing nothing illegal though, NHA? I'm not saying he is. I'm just asking you, how do you know he's not?
You can't accuse somebody doing something illegal unless you have proof that he's doing something illegal. Does that make
Oh,
sense?
okay. Oh, yeah, that
All right,
makes sense.
so
Okay. Yeah.
so that's what I'm saying.
I just wanted to understand what you meant. That's all. Okay.
So
Yes.
it's not. We keep saying, why does boxing allow him? It's not boxing's place to kick him out if the fighters are going to him, and he has a lot of professional fighters under his program, advertising for him or not. Oh, like I said, and these trainers, man, how many people what I'm saying, they doing interviews with snack t-shirts, snack hats. They go in the ring with snack t-shirts, snack hats.
But NHA,
That
can I ask you this, bro? No, I can't let you get away with that. Like Cat Williams said, when P. Diddy called your phone, you gotta say no, okay? Listen here. Is
I
what
just say
you
that,
saying? Hold on,
but
NHA. I
that
gotta
goes to a
ask you
lot
this,
of
brother.
fighters. I get that. Go ahead.
No, I gotta
Go
ask
ahead.
you this, brother. Victor
Yeah.
Conti, forget what you saying, NHA. Not forget what you saying and dismiss your point. But let's go off of the guy we talking about. Victor Conti said he's not interested in dealing with prospects and things like that. He is interested, manager Marty, correct me if I'm wrong, record breaker type guys who can set a new precedent in whatever field they're in. Barry Bonds, whatever field that they are in, right? That's what he said. So
Yeah,
to
no,
manager Marty's question, if the boxers, if nobody's you're right, because boxing don't have a full commission where it's like they oversee everything. It's not under one umbrella. So you correct when it comes to that. That's why he's not allowed around the NBA or NFL, NHL, MLB, because all of them that's a rule that they set. Somebody like him, Pete Rose, they not allowed to come around. But
that's
my
not
point
factual
is,
though. He dismissed that. That is not factual. I think he was on Marty's program. He didn't say he was banned and it was not allowed in none of these sports.
what he said was it's not that. Put it like this:
He said it's his choice.
it's no rules. NHA, you trying to be tricky. There's no rule that says Victor Conti can't work with an NBA player, but all the NBA players know they better not do it. So there's no rule. There's no rule that you can't disrespect your mother, but if you do it, it may be consequences to those actions. Okay, so we know it's rules. We know it's underlining things because even he said he didn't want to draw the heat to those players and other leagues and things like that. My question would be to Victor Conti: why would you be in there draw heat if you so clean and everything that you say about boxers? What's good? What I'm trying to say, NHA, what's good for the goose got to be good for the gander. LeBron James is the same type of athlete that Terrence Crawford is. Mm-hmm. The difference is in boxing, though, people actually get hurt and lose their life. And then the manager Marty's question was, if all of these guys, if he's only interested in dealing with the creme de la creme, that means they was already good before Victor Conti. Why are they going over there?
Wow. But is that really the case? Do we consider J. Rock Williams creme de creme or Mario Barrios creme de la creme?
Let's be clear. Let's be clear on something. I made a reference of this, and I keep on making references to this since Dean brought up those athletes, those boxers were already good. Most of the things that's happening with the snack program, it don't matter if your favorite fighter is over there or not. This is a fact that there are certain similarities that has been going on from the Baco days all the way up until now. And one of those things is what Dean just brought up, and I already said all the similarities on this channel a week and a half ago, was that Victor Conti was only working with the top athletes then. And he also, if you go back and look at the Netflix documentary as a reference, all of the athletes that he worked with was already good before they called him. Just like the athletes in boxing were already good fighters before they called him. So that's one of the similarities. So what I'm saying is, if we can use the formula that Victor Conti is using to scrutinize others and be suspicious of others, why can't we use that same formula to be suspicious and scrutinize him and the fighters that are associated with him?
Was good for the goose, Manager Marty. Hey, Manager Marty, know how I feel about this, man. Once you duck your head and you go in that ring, I don't care if he's associated with Snack, Pack, React, the Avengers. I don't care who he associated with. If you duck your head and get in between those ropes, ding ding. Make it happen, Captain. Unless it's a situation where it's like Margarito, where you actually have plaster in your glove, okay? Like where you're in the ring cheating, like not through the body. It's visible. This happened. This is real. That's different. But so Manager Marty knows how I feel about that. So what on the boxers end, you know, we need to start doing. If y'all boxers really want this out of here, like Javante Davis said, get that Snack. If you associated with Snack, I ain't fighting you. It ain't the fact that other boxers can't be cheating. I know they probably are. That's not the problem. The problem is you are associating yourself with a known cheater. And I ain't for that. We can't say we love boxing, but are willing to sit up here and put the boxer's health at risk when we know they are associating with a known cheater. That is the one fact more than anything else we talk about. There's no place in boxing for that because people lose their life. And we're supposed to care about these fighters, the Devin Haneys, the Shakur Stevensons, the Javante Davis. Let's just use those three as an example. It don't matter who you like. You should care about their health, especially us as black men or Latino men, whatever you are. But we should care about those men's health outside of the ring because we've seen what happened with boxers of the yesteryears, the Muhammad Ali's and people like that. So it can't be one-sided because, like I said, Victor Conte knows if he was associated with LeBron James, it would be first take and Skip Bayless would be it would be every day. You understand? So we got to carry it the same way because boxing is not mainstream media. They don't give it that same luster as the other sports. So it's on people like us to sit up there and talk about it. If we wasn't putting pressure on them, if it wasn't going to change, I hear people in the chat saying it's not going to change. If it wasn't going to change and it wasn't making an impact, Victor Conte would have never came up here. Twice in a week, Manager Marty?
Yes, 5 hours of live dialogue with him. 5.
Of exposing him because he's been exposed. He know that's what made him came up there. He tried to use Miss Rachel as a medium to say that's the reason for coming up there. But we know good and well that wasn't the reason. And the back to what Dean said, man, it goes back to what he was saying previously. That the question comes back to full circle again. Why did Devin Haney and Bill Haney go over there? What did you go over there? You were already established. What did you go to the Snack? Oh, you about to get bigger fights now. And oh, Tank is a threat like Spence was a threat to Crawford. Tank is a threat to Haney. One and the same. You want these big fights like the same pattern that he did with the Balco now to the Snack. He wants these big fights, and he knows he's going with these fighters who are already established. Why is it now that you are bringing up this Snack program in the boxing? It needs to get up out of boxing because it holds no place in boxing, like Dean said. I don't even know why we're here.
Let me get these 2 super chats. And I had a question for NHA Tube. Double salute. 2 Cents Boxing. Thank you for your contribution and your support to the channel. 2 Cents Boxing actually had a message for NHA. She said, cap, cappity, cap. That was
old girl, though.
Man, shout out to 2 Cents, man.
Yeah, that was for you, NHA. And then we have Gregory Quarterbomb. Double salute to you, Greg. Thank you for your support and contribution to the channel. Greg says, greetings, Manager Marty, enrolled to take family at the hospital watching Big Sister. The last 15-round fight was about 1988, the year I got married. Lucky me. Good subject. I'll get back next time. Thank you, Greg, for your contribution and your support.
Salute, Greg.
And my prayers and thoughts will be with you and for your family tonight when this live goes off. And it was in the late 80s when the last 15-round fight was around, according to what Greg said. And some other people in the chat also confirmed that before Greg gave the super chat. Now, my question to you, NHA, is this. Are you a Terrence Crawford fan?
Yep, I am. You already know that.
Okay. Huh?
I just say you already know that, Marty. But I know it's a
I
rhetorical
know.
question. But
No, I know that, but the audience may not know that. And the reason
oh,
why I'm saying, and the reason why I'm saying that is because most fans of certain boxers, they usually give me the most pushback. For example, Devin Haney fans, they give me the most pushback on this topic. Terrence Crawford fans, they give me the most pushback on this topic. And I figured out the reason why. The reason why is because you are a fan of this fighter and you know in your heart, and I'm not saying just you, NHA, I'm just saying in general, from a fan's perspective, the fans of Devin Haney and the fans of Terrence Crawford know that they're dealing with snack. Most of y'all do not even have a problem with that, which is cool, but you also realize that their performances have been enhanced. You do agree with that though, right?
yeah, I agree. Most professional athletes' performance are enhanced.
No. Not most athletes. They're not here
Yeah,
in the
that,
topic tonight. I'm just talking
yes.
about
Terrence
your
Crawford's
favorite fighter.
performance is every time Terrence Crawford steps up to the plate, his performance to me is always enhanced.
No, I'm talking about when he's with Victor Conti in the snack program. You agree with that, right?
Whether he's with Victor Conti, whether he's not with Victor Conti, he's using some type of performance enhancement.
Well, wait a minute now, because what you're trying to imply is something we don't have evidence of. See, I only want to speak on what we know of and not what we assume.
Mm.
See, you assuming that his performance was enhanced before Victor Conti. So I don't have evidence of that. All I have evidence and what you have evidence and everybody
I
else
have evidence
that
that he drank. I have evidence that he drank water. Water is considered performance enhancing. Is that not a fact?
we going down this road, NHA. I mean, for real.
I mean, what? Because I mean, are we going down this road? So either we're assuming that because he was with Snack, he was using illegal performance enhancement, or he's just using performance enhancement in general.
Okay,
Because you agree that Snack is just a, what I'm saying, the product itself is a performance enhancer, right? Just
Huh?
like Gatorade is a,
You said
just
what?
like you agree that Snack is a performance enhancement product, right?
I never told you that.
Yeah,
Let me
you
tell
did.
you what I told you. Wait a minute. See, that's why Shahid shaking his head
You
no, because no. I got something. I'm gonna clarify for the people. You've never
yeah.
heard me say one time that snack products work, because I don't know. I ain't take them.
Yes, you did. You
I
drinking them.
gotta.
You said you was drinking them. I seen you. I seen a video where you was drinking them, man. You had a
Wait,
snack
hold up.
T-shirt. You was shaking a bottle. He was like, "Yep, I just got these fresh." Boom, boom.
You talking about when I mixed it in that juicy juice bottle that night? That what you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I tend to believe. I tend to believe you had some snack up in there, man. Because I,
No,
I was. I,
it was just a small tiny dose of the expedite that they sent in a small packet when I got my shirt. I didn't pour all of that in that cup or that jar.
oh,
Really, I had a jar like this. I was only doing that for entertainment purposes. My point is though, I never said the snack products work because I don't have evidence of that. I would have to defer to people like Shahid who ordered the product and people like Greg and them guys. I always said the snack program works. You see, you was one of the guys when I told y'all Bud was on the program, y'all kept telling me, oh no, it's just an endorsement deal. He's not taking a product, he's not taking supplements or nothing. And then I proved it to y'all, and I still didn't get an apology yet. And I'm still a hater. Come
hold
on,
up,
bruh.
hold up. I don't think I ever said that. You know, what I'm saying? I always tell you if I don't know something, I don't know. You can't just give me to say it was like it is because I believe you're trying to badger me into admitting snack. Crawford is on the snack program. I was like, I don't know. I
Well, you
never
know
heard it.
today,
At
don't
that,
you? You know
yeah,
now,
because
don't you, NHJ?
he said he's in the pro. He's on a
I
he's
know.
on a
But you
program.
know today, NHJ, you know today he's on that program, don't
Yeah, I mean, because he
you?
came out and said it.
That's correct. We see what I'm just saying. When I had evidence before it, most people didn't believe I was being a hater. So the thing is, what it is your favorite fighter is over there associated with Conti, and his performance is enhanced. Those are two facts that we all can agree to. The part that people don't like about what I'm saying is, first it was, you ain't talking about nobody else. You're just targeting Bud. And I told y'all, I said, just wait. I'm gonna get everybody on. Just wait. We talking about Bud now. But you know, I took the heat off Bud after he admitted it, and then now we closing in on Devin Haney now, and I'm still being called the hater. I'm just trying to figure out is what is the problem? If y'all don't have a problem with your favorite fighter being over there, why am I being harassed and criticized about it?
But the thing is, you only picking 2 fighters.
Oh, no, I didn't. I told you that J-Rock performance was enhanced when he fought Jared Hurd. I told you Caleb Plant's performance was enhanced when he knocked out Anthony Durrell with 1 punch, something we've never seen him do before, Dean. I told you that Sean Porter's performance was enhanced when he fought Terrence Crawford, because he looked different when he fought Errol Spence, when he didn't have the snack program on his trunks, just like Caleb Plant looked different when he fought Benavidez. He didn't have the snack logo on his trunks either. So that it's not just 2 fighters. And the list can go on and on. Okay, you want to stay? Come on with it. What about Bam Bam Rodriguez? What he did to Sonny Edwards, and Sonny Edwards done said he's with the snack program and I'm suspicious. And you seen what Bam Bam did to him. There is
annihilation.
them.
Is it a fair assessment? You know what I'm saying? When I'm just gonna jump out the window. I know.
Come on and jump out. I'm gonna let you land.
About 90. Okay, you say it's not just about those 2 fighters I mentioned. When
all of them,
I go on Olympus, like 90% of your content when we're discussing snack, it's just about Crawford predominantly or Haney.
You know
why? Is it safe to assume for one to assume? Okay, you're really your beef is not really with the snack program or snack, but it's just rather with these 2 particular
mine's
fighters.
is NHA. Can I ask y'all, everybody here, a question?
Hey, Dean, hold on, Dean. Let me respond to the brother. Let me respond to him. So, NHA, I made a reference to this. Shaheed was on that panel, and I'm going to show you a picture so you know I'm not just making this up. Right here on your screen, Shaheed face right there, band up, and Lucky McKinnell was here on December 29th. I can roll the tape back a few seconds earlier and show you.
I heard it.
You heard it? All right, bet.
Yeah.
So I was making a reference that when I was speaking on Caleb Plant, when I was speaking on like Julian J. Rock Williams, nobody said a word to me. So it looks like I'm just targeting Bud and Haney. But what it is when I was talking about the other guys that was on Snack, nobody didn't give me no backlash on them. They was only giving me backlash when I said Crawford and Haney. So that's why it looks like the content is just about those 2 guys on Snack. But the thing about it is, don't nobody listen. I'm gonna be honest. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. No disrespect to them other fighters on Snack, but nobody was talking about Andre before he was fighting David Benavidez. Nobody was talking about Caleb Plant before he fought Benavidez or before he fought Anthony. Nobody was really talking about him. They only talk about Crawford and Haney, Victor Conte's main 2 clients. You know what I mean? They have more notoriety and popularity than the other guys. That's what I'm trying to say. So it seems like they're my targets. I'm not targeting none of those guys. You know what I'm saying? Dean, you want to speak on something, brother?
Manager Marty, let's because somebody in the comment like, is Crawford cheating or not? I just want to say this, man. Crawford and Haney fans, I got one question. Manager Marty has asked this question, but again, the main questions about this stuff, y'all just like to sweep up under the rug. Hey, Manager Marty, one of the interviews we had when me and you first got acquainted, wasn't I defending Bud about once you get in the ring, that me and you was going at it, Manager Marty, for over 3 hours.
That's correct. Yeah,
I like Bud. Anybody ain't watched my videos, go to my top 10 favorite fighters. Bud is on there. I can't deny the man's skill set.
Yeah,
I can't deny what I like. I'm from Philly. He fight like a guy from where I'm from. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. We a jab, uppercut, step back, right hook, straight to the body. Whatever you need, we got it for you. Don't worry about that. My question is, why are Devin Haney fans and Bud Crawford fans okay in accepting that the fighter that they like are with a known cheater? I need answers. Why is it okay?
Right here.
Why are y'all okay with this?
Why are y'all just bringing it up now? Because Bubba was snapped since 2021. Haney been with Snack since just about the same time.
NHA, I appreciate
Andre,
you, brother.
Boost was with Snack. did you make a video, Dean, about Boots being with Snack?
Well, first of all, you know why I didn't? Manager Marty I'm gonna let Manager Marty answer that question because it's the reason why I didn't make a video on Boots. And Manager Marty has already answered that question because that is something that was asked from day one since he started doing this. So I'm not about to go down that a 6 month ago thing. Okay, I'm not about to do that.
I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm asking because I don't know.
What I'm asking you is, you just deflected, my good brother. I appreciate the content. I appreciate it. Trust me, I do. You just skipped you didn't answer nothing I said. You asked me a question with a question. I asked you. I'm not a Devin Haney fan. I do like Bud Crawford, but I'm not a Devin Haney fan. I wanted to ask you this. Why are you okay with, because I'm a Terrence Crawford fan, but I'm not okay with him being with Snack. But you're a Terrence Crawford fan too. Why you and Devin Haney fans, why are y'all okay with him being with the Snack program? That's my biggest question.
You want Band Up to answer that?
Band Up,
I'm gonna tell him why. I'm gonna tell him why, because this is kind of like, you know, this is why I get a little frustrated. It's all fun and games, you know what I'm saying? But it could be mind-boggling because I'm just like, it's weird to me with, you know, all this fake outrage. The reason I don't care about his association, you know what I'm saying, with Snack, because I didn't care prior to the Spence fight.
I know you didn't.
That's not,
as 90% of y'all didn't.
Not true.
I'm not saying you, but I can go out on a limb and say, you know what I'm saying? Because
I can't let you.
I ain't hear never one content creator that's coming out right here bashing Snack, bashing Bud Association, or bashing, you know, all these fighting associations with Snack.
Hey, NHA, hold on, NHA. What you said, that's not true, bro. Because when Canelo Alvarez popped dirty, nobody, that was getting talked about.
That's not Snack.
One stain on his jacket. You can't say we don't care about that. But fighters
who have been,
hold on, NHA, hold on. What you said is that's not true, bro. I can't let you just skip. That's not true. Fighters that pop dirty, we don't just skip over that. We don't say that it's okay. We haven't done that for Canelo, the face of boxing. We have not done that for. I can't let you put that on boxing fans, my guy, and say 90% of them don't care if people are taking royalties.
That's not you took my words out of context. I'm talking about like all these content creators never made content about Snack.
NHA, can I tell you why? I can't speak for the other guys' content. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I've been talking about Snack, and I had my cousin up here the other day. He confirmed it. I've been talking about all of this for almost 15 years. And when I say all of this, I'm referring to Alex Ariza, the fighters that represent that he was working with, Memo Heredia, the fighters that he was representing, and Victor Conti, the fighters he was representing. I've been saying this privately. You got to remember, I just got on YouTube a year ago. These guys been on here for years, and none of them even touched on this, and most of them still scared to talk about it. But let me tell you why I start saying something about it publicly, because I was going to keep it to myself. But see now, the guy that you like so much, that you ain't going to tell me you like him, but I know you like him so much. And I'm talking about the guy, Victor Conti. He came out publicly. Yeah. He came out publicly, and he said people should be suspicious of him. Those were his words, and I can pull them up. So now it gave fair game for anybody to be suspicious of him, right? All right, now cool. He gave references to Manny Pacquiao's last 3 fights. So once again, like I'm doing right now, this is no different. I'm doing the same thing now using his formula. So if his formula that he's using to prove that the reason why he's suspicious of Manny Pacquiao is based on Pacquiao's performances in his last 3 previous fights, well, we can use that same formula of Terrence Crawford. Now, at the time that he said that, Terrence Crawford did not have his 3rd fight. His 3rd fight was with Errol Spence. See, this is what I'm trying to get you to see. See, everybody keeps saying, well, y'all wasn't bringing this up before. I can't speak for nobody else.
Yeah, Marty,
but I'll say for me, so I'll say for me, so what? See, the thing is, everybody want to say, well, you wasn't saying nothing about it now, but before the fight. And guess what? I'm going to use that same formula against you all Terrence Crawford fans. Neither was y'all. Y'all didn't add it in your keys to victory when you said Terrence Crawford is going to knock Errol Spence down 3 times and run through him and TKO him in the 9th round because he's getting his performance enhanced with Victor Conti. Y'all didn't even include it before the fight in your keys to victory. So how can y'all equally criticize people that didn't speak on it before the fight? It's the same principle. Make that
Marty,
make sense to me.
yo, Marty, hey,
Baseball
why does
player,
it?
you
I got a
quiet.
question though. I got a question though. With
Everybody
that
can't
being
talk at the
said,
same time. Go ahead, Band Up. Welcome, my
I
brother.
said, so with that being said, why is it only stopping with Terrence Crawford and Devin Haney? You know what I mean?
Why
If we
what?
gonna, why you saying if you know what I mean? If we're gonna look at the 3 fighters, I mean the last 3 fights, we're gonna look at the 3 fights of Terrence Crawford and Devin Haney. Well, why are we gonna look at the 3 fights of Boo Boo? Why are we gonna look at the 3 fighters of all snack fighters? Why is
I'm
it
looking
only
at
stopping
no.
at Devin?
I'm
Why is it only stopping at Bud and Devin?
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm looking at all of their last 3 fights. But remember, Band Up, your man, that's your guy, Crawford, right? He said he used different things or certain things that other fighters don't use. So
And
let's say
Victor
if I
cleared that
look
up.
at, let me finish, bro. Let me see. So if I say, let's look at Caleb Plant last 3 fights. And he looked his performance is enhanced in 1 fight, and then the next 2 it don't look enhanced, and he's not wearing the snack logo on his trunks. It's safe for me to assume, wait a minute, maybe he wasn't in the snack program for this fight. You see what I'm saying? So I can use that. And I can also say, well, maybe he's not getting the same treatment that maybe a Devin Haney, or Crawford is getting because, like he said,
Or Boo
he
Boo.
used certain things that's different from snack fighters. But the question becomes, what difference does it make?
Does
See,
that
once
make?
again, y'all trying to use all these different
I
things
know
that,
I'm not. I'm just
bruh,
adding. I'm just asking. Why
what
don't you
Band Up,
add
difference
you
that
does
in
said
it
you
there?
was going.
Bruh,
You said
time
you was
out.
going to answer
I'm
my
not
question.
deflecting nothing, Marty.
Time out,
I
time
ain't
out.
deflecting nothing. I just said, can you add that in there? Other
But
fighters
band up,
too. I'm
what
asking you why is
difference?
it only stopping with 2?
But band up, what difference does it make when your favorite fighter is over there? We ain't talking about no other fighters because y'all didn't speak on this
You said,
beforehand.
hey, that's a different fighter. He ain't my favorite fighter. I got
Okay,
one favorite
Terrence
I got
fighter.
a
Crawford.
perfect three fight
But
analogy
NHA,
Band
that
Up,
hold
you
y'all
on,
want to
didn't
use.
NHA.
answer my
NHA,
question
hold on.
though.
What
Everybody,
about
hold on for a minute.
Spence?
Hold on for a minute.
Spence's third fight.
NHA. Hold on for a
Yeah.
second. Band up. Terrence Crawford is your favorite fighter, correct?
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. See,
But
what
you
I'm
said,
saying is
but you named 2 names though, Marty.
no. I'm telling you that Terrence Crawford is your favorite fighter. So focus on your favorite fighter. Don't focus on nobody else. Just focus on your favorite fighter. That's
Why?
all I'm saying. He's over there.
And we want y'all to focus on your favorite fighter.
You never heard me say I had a favorite fighter, did you, NHA?
Neither did you hear me.
No, I didn't ask you that. It's just yes or no. Did you ever hear me say I have a favorite fighter?
No.
Nah, but you never
Thank
heard me.
you.
I don't know about Bando, but you never heard me say who my favorite
No
fighter is either.
problem. But I know you
And
are a
I openly
Crawford
tell
fan.
you, I'm a Bud Crawford fan, but I'm a boxing
NHA.
fan too.
All right, I know. They always say that. But NHA, you just
Yep.
said, when I asked you were you a Crawford fan, you said, yes, I already know the answer, correct?
Yeah, I am a fan of his. That's not
Right.
my favorite fighter.
Right. Okay, no problem. So what I'm saying is you are a fan of Crawford's, and you don't have a problem with him being on the snack program, and neither does Band Up. Correct?
That's
If you see
correct.
something that's working, go
Huh?
ahead.
But Manager Marty, they never answered why. I asked y'all, why are y'all okay
Oh, you didn't let
with
me
that
answer.
man?
You were
Hold
talking
on,
to
Band Up. No, y'all
NHA.
went on to some other stuff. Y'all went on to why you ain't talking
Dean,
about this
Dean, I
person.
gave you my answer. I said
No,
I
hold
don't
on,
have a
Band Up.
problem with it
No,
now
Band
because I
Up.
never had a problem with it in the past.
Hey, NHA, no, y'all didn't give me an answer. Y'all started talking about what other people was doing. I'm
No,
I
I
never
talking
got a
about,
told
chance
you.
to answer you.
hold
I
I
was
on.
said
talking
I
to
didn't have a
Marty.
problem with him doing it prior to the Spence fight.
NHA, let me clarify for you, bro, because I ain't talking about what other people was talking about. I said Devin Haney fans and Terrence Crawford fans. Why
Mhm.
are you okay with your boxer that you support being associated with a known cheater? I said I'm a Bud Crawford fan, but I'm not okay with him being associated with Victor Conti. Why are y'all okay with him being associated with a known cheater? Period. No matter
Because
what
to the best
nobody
of
else
my
is doing.
ability,
Hold on,
he's not
Let me
doing
finish.
anything illegal.
NHA,
You
let
want
me
my
finish.
answer?
No matter, let me finish, y'all, so y'all can answer and clarify it. No matter what, nobody, don't bring up what other people wasn't talking about. Don't bring up anything outside of why are y'all okay with somebody you support being associated with a known cheater?
Because he's not, to the best of my ability, best of my knowledge, he's not doing anything illegal.
I'm not saying Bud Crawford is a cheater. I said, why are y'all okay with him being associated with a cheater?
Because
I'm not,
just like I'm okay with him associating with anybody in his life that I don't know nothing about.
but we know about Victor Conte. They did a Netflix
I know about his
documentary on him.
past. I don't know he's doing anything illegal. I don't know if the company he's running right now is doing anything illegal. Now, if it comes out that he's doing something illegal, yes, then you come back, ask me, and if I'm still supporting Crawford being over there, then you got a point.
He
Then you got a
said,
case.
if I'm still supporting Crawford being over there. Why would it be an if, my brother?
That's
You want me to answer? Can I answer now?
got
See, you
him.
guys are idol
Can I answer?
worshiping.
Bro,
Come
can I
You
on,
answer?
are
man.
idol worshiping, and I
Yo.
pointed it out. You all are
Can I
idol
answer it?
worshiping. The truth of the matter is this,
Can I
man.
answer it, Marty?
Yeah, I'm gonna let you answer, but I gotta answer the question for you first. I figured it out, Shaheed and Deem and NHA and Band Up. I figured it all out. The only reason y'all don't have a problem with it is because he beat Errol Spence. Because if the shoe was on the other foot,
Nope.
if Errol Spence was associated with Victor Conte and he ran straight to your man Bud, just like that, and Bud didn't come in there 100%, every Terrence Crawford fan would be on this panel
Hold
asking
up.
for
No,
justice.
no.
Yes,
NHA,
Hold
let
up,
me
Marty.
answer.
Hold up, Marty.
Let me answer. Let me answer.
I defended
Let me answer
Spence
it.
when it
Let
was
me answer.
accusing him of doing
NHA, bro.
steroids.
NHA,
I
let me answer
defended
that.
Spence. When it
Let
was
me
Spence
answer
being
that.
accused of doing steroids, I defended him. Remember the
y'all didn't even
rumors
say
about
nothing when the gloves was
them
busted.
steroids titties?
Y'all didn't
I
Yo.
say
defended
nothing
that.
when the gloves, NHA,
I
y'all didn't
defended
say
that.
nothing.
So you can't say that.
NHA, you didn't
Yep.
say nothing on NHA. Hold on. You did not say anything. Band Up didn't either, and not one Terrence Crawford fan on this channel when I published that the man's gloves was malfunctioned in the David Ebenezer fight. Not one Terrence Crawford fan came on this panel in the chat or in the comments section and said nothing about it. Let's be clear, be honest.
I did say something about it. Yeah,
Come
Everlast took
on, bro. What you
responsibility
say?
for it. What does
Can
it
I answer
say?
Dean's question?
Yeah, all right. Y'all ain't say nothing about it. Y'all was
Can I
cool
answer
with it.
Dean's question?
Man, go ahead. Y'all playing games. Go ahead, Band Up.
Dean, you know why I don't got a problem with it?
What's up, bro?
Because Crawford don't got a problem with it.
There you go.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Band Up. Come on.
That's my answer.
Hey, Band Up.
Okay.
Hey, Ben, I got it. I respect your answer, Band Up. But here's where I'm stretching my head. Didn't you say something about Boots? Didn't you say something about Boots being on Snap?
I said we gotta hold his feet to the same fire. If you gonna hold Crawford's like you've been coming at Crawford, you gotta hold Boots. No matter if it's
All
for
right,
one
wait.
or for
I
two.
got something for that. Time out. Aren't you the one that said, and you know I can pull this up, that Boots would break the ribs of Terrence Crawford?
I said I didn't want Crawford to
It's
go
just a
into
yes
that
or
fight.
no, brother. We don't need a
No, I'm
soliloquy
clarifying.
and
I'm
a
clarifying.
benediction
I'm
at church.
clarifying.
Just answer the
You
question,
know,
brother.
matter of fact,
Didn't you say
Marty,
that,
hold
brother?
up. No, roll the tape on me.
Yes or
You
no?
never said that you don't
No,
want
roll the tape on me.
Bud to
I'm
get
not
his.
saying yes
Let
or
me
no
finish. Let
because
me
I know
finish. Let me
exactly what I
finish.
said.
I
Roll
know,
the
no,
tape
no.
on me.
Let me finish. Let me finish. You never said that if Bud fought Boots, the reason why Bud don't want to fight Boots is because there's a possibility that Boots will break his ribs.
I said if you asked me, and now I'm clarifying the whole thing. You asked
No,
me
no,
to
no.
clarify for
Victor
everybody.
Conti
No, I'm
clarified
clarifying.
too.
No,
We
because
don't want
you're not gonna try
clarification.
me.
It's just a
No,
yes or
because you
no,
gonna try.
bro.
No, this is how you get Crawford fans. No, this is how you get these other Crawford fans. I'm not them.
Just
I'm gonna
yes or
lay the
no.
foundation. You asked me why was
Why?
Crawford about. You said, why did he fight Boots, right? And I said, because if he could fight Boots and in the middle of him going into negotiation with Earl, there's a possibility of Crawford can get his rib broke or another injury going into
Didn't
the
I just
Earl
say
fight.
that?
I remember that,
Yes,
Band Up.
there's
I
a
remember that. I
possibility.
remember you saying that.
There's
Why
a
would it be a
possibility
possibility? Why would that be a possibility?
because Boots got a great right hook. He got a great right hook.
Or injuries can happen in any fight.
That too. But Boots got a great right hook too. But yes,
Y'all
injuries
just saying
can
that
happen.
because he beat Spence.
I ain't giving Boots that.
All right, well, let me say
But
this. Since y'all
but
got
that's
a
what I
problem with
said.
it, huh?
That's what I said.
All right, no problem. Band up in NHA. No problem. Since y'all said that y'all know the reason and y'all gave y'all reason, can y'all do me a favor? I've asked other Terrence Crawford fans to do this and no one reported back to me yet with the answer. Can y'all fans of his, I'm sure if y'all reach out to him on Twitter, Instagram, he'll respond to y'all. He won't probably respond to me. Hold on one second. Because I reached out to him months ago and he haven't responded to me. So maybe he'll respond to you, being in NHA. Can y'all go over there and ask him why did he go over there with Victor Conti? Can y'all ask him that?
You know, Marty, I'll hit Crawford up just for you.
Huh?
I'll reach out to Crawford just for you.
Yeah, just ask him why did he go over there with Victor. Just ask him for yourself. No, don't do it for me. I know why he went over there. I done told y'all why he went over there, and y'all keep hating on me. So now I want y'all to go ask him.
I'm not hating on
he
you,
went over
Marty.
there to get his performance enhanced, Shaheed. Shaheed, he went over there to get his performance enhanced, Dean. That's why he went over
I'm not
there.
hating on
I
you,
know
Marty.
why he went over there. It's
Hey,
no
y'all,
problem.
Marty, I
listen,
ain't
y'all.
hating on
It's
you.
okay.
Hey,
They
hold
fail to
on, y'all. Hold
realize
on.
they keep talking
Hold
about
on,
nobody.
everybody. Hold
Nobody
on,
spoke
y'all.
about it, right? They said nobody spoke about that, but they keep failing to realize. I put the link in the chat. The last podcast you had up there, I put the link in the chat where Spence
I didn't know
himself
that.
tweeted. Spence himself tweeted and said, "You would have known cheater."
That's Spence,
Spence
not
said
you
that
though. You didn't
a
say
year
anything
prior.
Hey,
about it.
y'all, listen,
Oh,
y'all. I'm
bro,
about to get up out of
of course
here.
I did
Hold
say
on,
about it.
y'all.
You can
Hold
go
on, y'all.
on
Keep cooking.
Hold
that
on,
same
Dean. Let him
link and
finish,
see if I
Dean.
commented. You go on that same link and see I did say something about it. I was on that same link. You can go down there and look at my comments. So I did say it a year prior because
What you say?
that Brady. Go look at it. I'll send you the link.
So you waited for
I gave
Spence to
the
say
shout out.
something first.
No, I didn't need the Spence to
I
say
got you.
nothing. So as soon as he said it, look, bro, if you knew me, then you would know that I'm a conscious being. I see the world through 3 eyes, not 2.
Mm.
Your 2 physical eyes,
Got
but no eyes to your 3rd eye, to your all eye seeing. So I see through the mist of BS. And that's one of the things, as soon as Spence said it, I already knew right there and then he suspected this man that he's connected to is a cheater. Think about it. Why would he say that? So there's something on
you.
the inside that knew for him to say that. So when he said it, I'm like, oh, okay. I knew a year prior. I've been knew who Victor Conti is because I'm an athlete myself. I've been known since the 80s who Victor Conti was. So as soon as his name popped back up, like the pattern from the bow call to snack, right? Of course, my antenna is going to go up from the same patternization that he had then to now. The same thing that Marty said. The
Did you
same
still
pattern
pick
that we
Spence to
seen
win?
then, we seeing now. Ain't nothing new up under the sun.
Did you
Ecclesiastical
still pick
1:9.
Spence to win?
Hey, y'all. I gotta get up
I was
out of
just
here.
gonna say that.
Hey Shaheed, did you still pick
Oh, hey,
Spence to win
NHA,
by
hold
dominant
on.
fashion?
NHA, hold on.
Dean.
Of course he ain't gonna
Dean
answer
about
that.
to get out of here. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Dean.
y'all. I want y'all to continue to cook. I wasn't trying to interrupt, Manager Marty. I apologize. I just wanted to tell y'all I'm about to get up out of here. Band up. You know you my guy, Manager Marty, Lucky McKendall, NHA. It was good talking to you, Shaheed. My dog, keep doing what you doing, man. I'm about to get up out of here, Manager Marty. You already know, man.
Salute, King.
Yes, y'all.
Hey, I swear, Dean sounds just like YSN.
That's that Philly drawl.
I promise you that, Dean.
Y'all know why your man went over there. There's no point of even arguing with that. Lucky McKinnon, what's up, my brother?
Nah, man, I'm over here just laughing, man. Band up is a funny guy, man. You're a funny guy, man.
Hey, Lucky, can I ask you a question real quick,
What I
Lucky?
do, man?
Yeah, what's up?
Hold on, Ben. Lucky, did you hear what I said, Bill Haney said, and Victor Conti said? Did you hear that sequence?
A little bit of it. I didn't catch it all the way. I'm sorry, my bad about that. I'm saying
Okay,
running
it's all
around.
good. No, it's all good. I just want to know if you heard it, get your assessment on it. Well, I mean, you said you was laughing. I mean, Lucky, I mean, what's your take on everything we talking about now? I don't even know how we got here, but we here now. So
I'm laughing at Band up, man, because he said I'm not worried about it if he's not worried about it. So that was pretty
Horrible.
funny to me. Because it's like, no disrespect, Band up. But if somebody came to you and said that your aunt is on crack, and they just keep telling you, hey, man, your aunt is on crack, man, your aunt is on crack, you're going to say, hey, I'm not worried about it if she's not worried about it. That's what you're going to say? That's what you're going to say, Band up?
Hey, hold on. Hey, take it from somebody that had family members on drugs, bro. I'm from Seattle, bro. PCP is real. You know what I mean? Sherm is real.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
you
you
can only
can't.
tell them so
You
much.
can't though, right? You
You
didn't
know what I
can
mean?
though,
If
right?
you can only tell them so much, hey, I'm not gonna cap. You only can tell them so much, and then at this point, you okay with it? I'm okay with it. You like it? I love it.
Oh,
That's
You
what
hell
my
no.
mom
said
told me growing up. I swear
you said
Band-Aid kept it
anything
a
goes
stack.
then. You said anything goes then. You going for anything that goes. It's basically what you saying.
to
Then.
God.
If
No,
you say that,
no. If that man is pop dirty, then we gotta deal
Stop
with it. We
saying
gotta deal with
that.
the facts. But
Okay,
he's
okay, I
not
got
Exactly.
it.
That's
dirty. He ain't been pop
Listen,
that's
dirty.
all
listen.
I'm
Crawford
saying,
ain't not
I
been
man.
gotta
pop dirty
stop.
this whole time
Listen,
you talking.
band up. I can't do this. I gotta stop the audience. I gotta stop the tape. People keep saying, I'm just gonna use Crawford because that's what I hear y'all saying. People keep saying he never tested positive, right?
correct.
Okay, but how do you scratch that? He never tested positive. He
Mm-hmm.
never tested, period.
He never took a
Period. Right.
test.
Why we keep talking about he never tested positive? The
Well,
man never tested, period, according to
Yeah.
neither
VADA.
dispense.
No,
Neither
stop. See,
dispense.
there y'all go. You know what? I can't
I
do
It's
this.
mean,
been
They,
there
you
since
know
Every
what? They
time.
never,
Spence been there since
bro.
the Kell Brook fight.
Hey,
Spence been there since Kell Brook.
there's never,
Stop the cap, bro.
hey,
I can't
Stop
with
NHA.
the
y'all
cap.
Kell
guys,
Brook,
There's
man.
never
Kell
gonna be
Brook
a
Okay.
was
day where
that,
they
that was
where
7
they
years
focus
ago,
on that
bro.
man.
Hey, look. Look. Was Spence jumped in different weight classes? No, he wasn't. No,
Yeah.
he wasn't.
Hold
So it's
up, did
not
he
the
start at
same.
154?
Keep it a buck. Keep it a buck,
This
Lucky.
dude started
I
at
like that.
154?
It's not the same. It's not the same. Bud jumped in 3 different weight classes, and he talking about he want to jump more. Come on, man.
He
That's
didn't
not
even
the
jump
same.
3 classes yet. Bro, when
I
is
know.
Bud jump 3 classes? What in what fight? What
Exactly.
fight was that?
No. That's no. I'm saying that's what he want to do. My bad. He jumped 2. He said he want to jump 1 more. He
Well,
said he
Okay,
want to
then.
jump
so
to
is
158.
Roberto Duran dirty because he jumped 4 weight classes?
How we get
I mean,
on Roberto
we're going to just
Duran?
throw assertions out there because
How we get
people
on
jump weight
Roberto
classes.
Duran?
Yeah.
How we get on Roberto Duran,
I
y'all?
mean, because we're talking about jumping weight classes, you know what I'm saying, as being suspect now.
Lord have mercy. This is sad.
I'm
I
It
love
saying,
the
but
is.
man.
did
He
he
Isn't it
jump
respect.
though?
the
Brady
same way he jumped in
Duran,
weight classes like Manny Pacquiao, and
This
he
is
didn't want to
sad.
test either? It's the same thing.
now,
Neither one
so,
of
so
them
okay,
wanted to
so
test.
Just stop saying,
Hey,
can please, I'm just asking y'all, live and living color, can people please stop saying Bud never tested positive? He
he
never
never.
tested. Listen, relax. Bud, y'all keep saying Crawford never tested positive. He never tested, period, until we get VADA to include him on the website like they did in 2020, like they did in 2019. But in 2021, since he's been under the snack program, we don't have any evidence according to VADA. I've already pointed this out. Nobody else on YouTube pointed it out but me. So
So when
I
was the
have
last
the
time he
right to
tested?
speak on it. Now, he didn't test in 2021 because we
When
don't
was the
have
last
the
time he
evidence.
tested?
Relax. We don't have the evidence of that.
Not with
When he
Victor.
fought David Ebenezer, we don't have the evidence of that. Now y'all gonna make me pull an email up, but I think my word is good enough. I emailed Victor Conti, I think it was last week, because remember, he got on the panel now. I mean, on the interview, and he's probably watching now, but he got on an interview. And he said out of his mouth when he first got in the interview, the second interview, he said, I text the founder of VADA, Margaret Goodman, and by the time this interview is over, if she texts me back, I will give you what she said. He said he asked her about the confirmation that Terrence Crawford tested for VADA for Sean Porter and tested for VADA against David Ebenezer. He said that the testing was limited with David Ebenezer. Once again, I asked him for evidence of that, like VADA always put all the other fighters on their website. I emailed the man think it was last week, and I asked him, did you get any updates on that? The man told me that the woman ain't texting back yet. That was 2 weeks ago when he said it. So what I'm saying to you is, even the anti-doping advocate don't even have access to what we talking about here. And he was on his program in 21 and 22. Let's not make this complicated. So when people say Terrence Crawford haven't tested positive, I would have to agree. But he haven't tested, period. Because we don't have no proof of it. You see, so we got to stop all of this. We got proof of Devin Haney testing that he's on the VADA website. So what I'm saying is, why they leaving Bud out? So if you're listening, Margaret Goodman, if you're listening, Victor Conti, Flip Pomansky, listen to Manager Marty, go on up there now and put the man results up, or at least just say, welcome, you've been enrolled in 2021 and 2022. That's
What
all
about
we
2020?
asked for. Huh?
What about 2020?
He's up. Who's asking me that?
It's NHA. Then he was tested in 2020, right?
My point is, you're the
No, your point
Crawford
is you're
fan.
saying he's never been tested, but yeah, at the same time you're saying he was tested in
You're
2020.
not listening, sir. You're getting so emotional over that man.
Yeah.
Relax and listen to me.
I'm listening.
I
I'm using
said
your
since
words.
he's been with the SNAP program in 2021, we don't have any results of him being tested. That's all I'm saying.
And we don't have
bro.
no results of Spence testing since
I didn't
2018.
ask
So,
you
but you
about-
complaining about Crawford though.
My God, what are we going to do with these
Spence
grown
ain't with
men? I
Snack
don't
though.
know what we're going to
Spence
do with
ain't with
these
Snack
guys.
though. Spence ain't with a known cheater though.
Spence is
Spence
not
ain't
with
with
the
Snack.
SNAP program.
The known cheater said Spence was cheating at one point. So
And
we
that's
don't know
And he
that.
was wrong.
And
he was
that's what you
wrong.
say.
And he was wrong.
We don't know that because Spence never been tested. Spence never been tested.
Stop. NHA.
We don't know if he's wrong.
Right. You're right. Victor Conti did say that Spence, you said he accused him of cheating. But guess what? Victor Conti was on this program right here on this channel. And he clarified and said he don't believe he was cheating because Spence proved to him that he's been testing through VADA since the Kell Brook fight. So you can't use that.
No, not since. He sasaid he was tested for the Kell Brook fight.
Yes, he did say since. He tweeted it. Don't let me
So
pull it up.
why ain't he in a VADA website?
Don't let me pull it up.
Why ain't Spence on the VADA website since 2018? Because we keep using that.
Bruh, you keep on talking about Spence. We talking about your favorite fighter. We're not talking about Spence.
And I'm talking about you and Shahid's favorite fighter, one of y'all favorite fighters.
Man, go ahead, man. We talking about Crawford. How we get on Spence?
He trying to defer it. He trying to defer. He trying to defer.
That's the fight that them fighting each other is what was bringing this conversation on. So
no, it
Spence
ain't.
is part of the equation.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
So
it's not.
So it ain't you let a known cheater. You let a known cheater advocate for you, but you want Floyd Mayweather. So you mean to tell me that Floyd Mayweather, when he said this 11 years ago, that they were not only cheating in boxing but all sports? So Floyd Mayweather, who's in the sport, who asks only for a little bit of blood and a little bit of urine, he can't be the face of that, but a known cheater can. Make it make sense. That's how we know that y'all will accept anything. That's how we know y'all will accept anything, because if Floyd Mayweather, who's in the sport, who's calling out for clean boxing and an advocator of it, but you'll take Victor Conti, who's a known cheater, over Floyd Mayweather. He said it 11 years ago when he spoke on
the
Pacquiao.
same Floyd that had IV up, you know what I'm saying, the IV up in his arms, up in his own house.
He don't want to accept.
The same Spence that the known cheater you're talking about, that you pick and choose what words you want to use, you know what I'm saying, from Connie, that said that basically said he believed, you know what I'm saying,
Floyd Mayweather never went to prison for distributing illegal enhancements or illegal drugs. Floyd Mayweather never went to prison, but the guy that you're speaking about, Victor Conti, did. Get out your X chromosome and tap into your Y chromosome, fam. Get out your X chromosome. X is the letter of unknown. So you were in the state of unknownness because you were emotional, similar to what Manager Rhoda Tate Marty said previously.
I don't just start accusing people, you know what I'm saying, based on their past.
It's all right, bro. It's all right, bro. We just know. I don't do that.
I don't do that. Maybe that's what you do. If that was the case, I would never. Floyd was one of my favorite fighters. If I was to think like you do, I would throw him to the wayside. because he's been accused of beating the most precious thing on this earth, which is a black woman.
Well, they don't have no evidence to that, so we can't speak on
Oh,
that.
they had no evidence.
We only talk about stuff we have evidence of on this channel, and everything that I produce.
Use your Y chromosome, brother.
Everything. All right, relax.
I'm definitely in my Y chromosome. I'm definitely in my Y chromosome, brother.
All right, check
Definitely
this out.
on that.
Check this out. Everything that I produced on this channel is evidence-based when it comes to anti-doping and doping. Everything I produced in the last 2 or 3 weeks have been based on evidence, and I'm still being harassed and called a hater and all this stuff in my comment section. No one wants to acknowledge the facts that's being presented. And all I'm saying is, when you go ask the man, just go ask him. Y'all saying that I'm not a fan of a fighter. I'm a fan of all the fighters. So what I'm saying is, y'all are Crawford fans. Go over there, tweet the man, ask him. I think that's fair. I mean, you watch the fights, you buy into him fighting and everything. I think you have a right to ask him, why did he go over there with Victor? You can ask him. That's all. It's just a question. You see what I'm saying? Because
he's not going to answer that.
Because
honestly, I don't care for why he went over there, so I'm not going to ask him. Marty, that's my question. That's why I don't ask him, because it doesn't concern me whatsoever.
I know you don't care, but that's what we exposing now. You don't care because he beat Errol Spence.
No,
if he would
I
have
knew
lost, you wouldn't say nothing, bro.
I'll tell you why he beat Errol Spence. He took away his jab. The Spence,
Bro, why
Spence was
are
looking
you
goofy as
bringing
hell
up Errol
afterwards.
Spence? If we can't bring up Errol Spence, that's crazy. It's not because of Errol Spence.
You bring up Errol Spence, but we can't bring up Errol Spence's past.
No, I'm
That's
not bringing
crazy.
up his past. I'm bringing up Errol Spence.
The same guy y'all using, you know what I'm saying, his word as
we can't say Errol Spence's name without being cut off.
Hold on. Both of y'all doing a whole lot of over talking me. Like, I shouldn't be shouting on my show. Hold on for 1 second. I'm only bringing up Errol Spence because that was the last fight that Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence had. I'm not bringing up Errol Spence's past or none of that. This whole topic is about Victor Conte, what Bill Haney said, what he said, and what I said. The only reason y'all keep bringing and sliding Bud Crawford in this is because y'all are Bud Crawford fans. He wasn't even the topic. Like, every time we do a live, I don't even be putting him in the topic or nothing. Y'all somewhere sliding Snack and Bud. I don't even be bringing him up. But I entertain it because y'all bring him up. Well, what I'm saying is, y'all don't have a problem with the guy going over there. So if y'all don't have a problem with him going over to Victor Conte, then y'all shouldn't be complaining when other people do. Because Victor Conte said, number one, you should be suspicious of him. And number two, when you look across the ring and you see who the fighters are associated with, when you're suspicious, then you can just assume that they're using a performance enhancement drugs just like he do. This is what he said. And number three, when he looked at Manny Pacquiao's last 3 performances, he told you why he was suspicious. Now, when I do it and look at other fighters under his program last 3 performances, I'm a hater. I'm using the same formula that he used. So all I'm saying is, if y'all don't have a problem with it, then y'all shouldn't have a problem with other people having a problem with it. And you can't say y'all don't have a problem with other people having a problem with it because y'all keep saying y'all didn't say this before the fight. Wait a minute, which one is it? It's either you have a problem with it or you don't. If you don't have a problem with it, then you shouldn't have a problem with the people that actually have a problem with these fighters going over there with the guy. So you got to choose which one is it. That's all I'm saying. Let me get this super chat real quick, 2 of them, and 3 of them, and I'm a little bit late on it. And then I apologize. 2 Cents Boxing, double salute to you again. Thank you for your contribution and your support to the channel. 2 Cents Boxing says, bandwagon up there capping too. I think she was referring to you, Band Up, when she made that statement from 2 Cents Boxing. And we got to say double salute to my guy, Toon. Thank you again, Toon, for your contribution and your support to the channel. Toon says, what all this talk with Bud, that man may as well fight Boots, then retire. But the whole Canelo thing, he got to stop. They already claiming that Canelo brought Mel up 2 weight classes, so he'll get no credit for that. That was from my guy Tune. And here we go with my friend, a guy who's like family to me. He's known me over 30-something years. Now he gonna have an issue with me tonight because y'all keep bringing Crawford in this, and we wasn't even talking about the man Rodney. But double salute to my guy, Rodney Day. Thank you for your contribution and your support. Rod says, we still talking about this bull LOL, Mar, my guy. It ain't me, Rodney. Every time you throw a super chat, I always tell you it ain't me. This is about Devin Haney, Bill Haney, me, and Victor Conti. And these Bud fans keep trying to justify why the man went there. I done told you too, Rodney, because Rodney was the one, he was grinding me up. And I said, he's taking the supplements. And Rodney said, did you see him? I said, Rod, he's on the program. And I know Rod believes me now. But what it is, G's, these guys don't want to admit that Crawford went over there to get his performance enhanced. It's all good. All he did was go to the Chinese store and get a small bottle of ginseng. That's all the man did. Now you can't get mad at me because I'm speaking on the ginseng, brother.
I like that one, Marty. I like that one.
Hey, yo, Marty, I actually came on here to talk about the Haney thing. Deem had tried to hit me with a question.
Huh?
Oh, you know what I mean? Hey, for one, you had me wiping my mouth, Marty. Why you do that to me? Why you do that to your boy Panda? You could have got a second or two after that. No, in your picture, when you said something on the December 29th.
Oh, no, I just screenshot it. I didn't even look at you talking about this right here?
Yeah, you got your boy Band up out there looking rough. But you did.
Oh, no, it was just a screenshot, bro. My fault.
You know what I mean? I did kind of notice. I kind of noticed what Vic said when he said it. You know what I mean? I kind of put two and two together when he said it. I thought you was gonna make a snippet of that a while ago. I didn't think you was waiting for Bill, but this is actually a great time for you to wait for Bill. My thing is it? I mean, is it a such thing for a fighter to have a second win in the late coming rounds? I'm not, I'm not trying to back him up or justify him. I'm not really a Haney fan like that, wherever the case may be. I really don't, you know what I mean? I'm more of a score fan than anything. But yeah, is it a thing for fighters to have a second win?
I mean, we used to praise fighters for doing that. Now it's suspect.
No. Fighters get a second win. Did y'all hear what Victor Conti actually said though? He's not talking about a second win. Did y'all hear what he said?
You speak about the EPO.
Yeah, I heard what he said.
Right. He was talking about the amount of volume of punches at the same pace or greater in the later rounds without the fighter getting tired, without the fighter naturally fatiguing. That's what he was referring to when he talked about the effects and characteristics of EPO. He didn't say they can't get a second win. That's what I'm saying.
But to be fair,
that's pretty much
Haney did fade towards I'll say that middle end of the fight. Does that make sense? I mean, he picked it up in the 12th round with Loma.
The fight?
With Loma.
No, he didn't. The only fight that he faded in was when he fought on Twitter against Tank Davis.
Nah, I mean, he picked it up. He picked it up in the 12th round, which is, I think why he ended up pulling off the split decision. Well, my opinion should have been a split decision. But
did y'all see your screen real quick, NHA and Banda? Did y'all see that?
What's that?
On your screen right there. I'll read it to you guys. Uptown Boy, salute to him. Manager Marty, you called it before anyone that Bud was on the snack program. They didn't believe it until Bud said it himself. Bud fans owe you an apology. I'm waiting. Come on and be men of integrity now. I'm listening, Band Up, NHA. Talk to me, brothers.
Hold on. I'm not. I was one of those fans that asked you for an apology for picking wrong, though.
Huh?
But I didn't ask you for an apology for picking wrong, so you shouldn't ask me for an apology for something I didn't know.
We don't, NHA, we don't do that in sports. We don't do that in sports, so we ain't going to do it with Bud. Don't even start that. Just get to the apology part. I'm waiting. Go ahead, listen. I'm gonna drink some water while you.
I don't feel like I owe you an apology because I wouldn't ask you for an apology for something you got wrong.
You didn't believe, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't know who he was.
I can't. You want me to lie? You wanted me to lie
You want
to
me
you
to
and say,
come out
yeah,
here and
you was
apologize for not knowing something?
When I
exactly.
told y'all that he was on the program, you didn't believe.
Yeah,
Marty,
because we
I
didn't
did
He
know.
not.
said he don't feel.
I
He
did
said he
not
don't feel
know
he owe you
what the
one.
conference was, nothing like that. So
Now y'all
I
didn't know he
couldn't
was on the
go.
program. Y'all supposed to
Bro,
be his
you can
biggest
run the
fans,
tape. You can run the
his
tape on
biggest
me, Marty. I
supporters.
told you, I don't know who he is.
I think I remember telling you, I was like, the only person that I have evidence that was ever like quote unquote being on a program that I seen with my visual, my eyes was Nonito Donaire, because I seen him with the gas mask, whatever you call him, the oxygen mask,
Bruh, you
running.
saw when Terrence Crawford fought Sean Porter. Didn't you see that fight?
I did see the fight.
All right, you seen him with the snack logo on his trunks, didn't you?
Yeah, but so
I
but
wasn't
Boots had
paying
a
attention to
snack logo on
the
the shorts
logo.
too. Well, that didn't mean he was in the
I was
program
not
according to
paying
you.
attention to no logos, and I still didn't know what snack was.
I didn't know he
I'm
was
gonna
like
keep it
in a some type of regiment program or anything like that. I honestly didn't.
Now they didn't know, but when I made you aware of it, I ain't hearing no support. Y'all ain't support me when I made you aware. Y'all didn't
I'm gonna
know,
say
right?
you was
I
right,
made
but
you
I no
aware,
need to
though. I made you
Marty,
apologize.
aware. You didn't
Marty,
support me, bro.
Marty. Remember, I
Yeah.
told you I've only been trying to pick up this boxing for the last five or so years, bro. I
Oh,
didn't
then you had
wasn't
enough
into.
time. He only been with Snack
I
since
didn't. I wasn't. I
2021. You
wasn't
had
deep
enough
into it
time,
like
man.
that. I was not deep into it like that. I'll keep it a stack with you.
I
My first
respect that.
fight,
It's okay.
my first boxing match ever watching, I swear to God, was Mayweather in Mosley. That was my first
Listen,
fight ever watching.
Oh,
it's
okay,
all
at least
good.
you keeping
Listen,
it real. You keeping it
it's
real.
cool.
Okay.
I respect that. It's
Okay.
just entertainment. Y'all don't owe me no apology. I'm just messing with you. Y'all don't owe me nothing. What you do
No,
owe
but
though,
I'm telling you, what's real. I didn't know who the
no,
dude
you don't.
was.
No, you don't owe me nothing though. I'm just messing with y'all. It's entertainment. You don't owe me nothing. You don't owe
But
me
what they
nothing.
do owe is what? What was you about to say? But what they do owe what?
Man, listen.
You about to
First of all, your
We
man owe me a check. Let's start with that. That man owe me a crazy check. Everybody on YouTube know that. And he probably watching
hey
now. I ain't
Marty,
mad at him. He owe
Marty,
me a
I
check.
got a
Huh?
question.
What's
When
up?
the next the truth hurts the next video the truth hurts.
Right now?
When the next
Because it's hurting
when
y'all
you
tonight.
gonna
It's hurting
nah when you
y'all
gonna
tonight.
drop another one
We
of
can start
those?
it tonight.
You ain't dropped another one of those in a minute. It's been a minute since you dropped the truth hurts.
Well, Errol Spence haven't been active. It's
Oh,
supposed to be
he
for Errol
active
Spence
now.
fans.
It's been what 18, 17 days. He active now.
His finger's been active. Hey, that's about the only activeness.
For
Man,
real
y'all ain't gonna
active. I ain't
disrespect
seen the
Spence
Spencer.
like
I
that,
ain't seen the
bro.
truth hurts in a while.
His fingers
Well, it's
got
the
active to
truth.
let him know how many excuses he got.
let Spence
The,
be active without the snap program, like Tank Davis said. Go ask him that, NHA. Go ask Tank why Tank said what he said. Go ask
Well,
Tank
Tank,
why he said get that snacks up out of boxing. Since we talk about snacks,
and he sounded
ask
goofy as
Tank.
hell saying that.
Ask Tank why he said no. You said there ain't no sound to it. It's called seeing the other side. Now you seen just like I seen what Tank put up on his tweet. Get the snack stuff out of boxing. It's no sound to it.
To me,
Has
that
everything to
sounded
do with your
goofy and
vision.
scary energy, man.
No,
Because he seen how he
no,
dismantled Homeboy when he came out. And I'm a
no
Tank
goofy
fan.
this way, brother. Ain't no goofiness this way, brother. You can say what you want to say, but if we're gonna deal with facts, let's deal with facts over feelings. Because you said you felt like you didn't owe Marty an apology. You felt that. That's feeling. That's your X chromosome again speaking, brother. When you're supposed to be
No,
seeing, but he
I don't
showed and
need
proved.
to
Hold on,
give
let me finish.
anybody an
Let me finish, bro.
apology.
Let me finish, bro.
Does that
When
sound better?
you supposed to be dealing with your other site, and you constantly feeling when you should be seeing when the brother
All right.
Marty showed you in facts on film about Bill Haney and the SNAP program. You seen that with your own two Cardinals, brother. So it has nothing to do with feeling, but everything to do with seeing. Use your other sense.
All right.
That's Y
Farrakhan.
chromosome for you, right? That's Y chromosome for you right there, brethren. No feeling to it. That feeling, that's X chromosome. You say you
so
didn't feel
here's
you
the
owed him
thing.
an apology.
What
You
needs
got
to
that, brother.
happen is
You
this.
got that.
If you guys don't know boxing, or if you don't know about the history of Crawford, and if you don't know something, I don't think it's fair that you guys jump on a panel like y'all Hulk Hogan and don't know what's going on. Because I'm gonna tell y'all like it is.
Yo, Marty, you
I'm
know
Oh,
gonna
I
on the
know.
teach
bus.
y'all.
I
I'm gonna
know
teach y'all what
everything
it
that's
is.
going on. I know.
Huh?
Hey,
I could break it down to you how he beat him so easily.
I know you can. His performance was enhanced. We all can
And
do
but
that.
and Snap
but you
and
know,
We
Snap
all
but you
can
know
do
what I
that.
noticed, Marty?
it had nothing to do with
Marty,
it.
yo, Marty,
Once he disarmed Spence, it was over with. He took that
yo,
jab. Spence
Marty,
was looking like a YouTube fighter.
Without that, Marty,
stop.
And y'all
I just got one
just
question
can't
for you.
admit that.
I got a question for you. I'm gonna ask you because I asked 2 cents this and she couldn't even answer this, bro. I hope manager Marty, the guru, you know what I mean, the professor, you know what I mean, the Mac manager Marty can answer this one question without having
Now he
anything
trying
to
to
do
hype
with
me up.
Bud.
Now he
Without
tried.
having anything to do
He
with Bud.
tried. Hey,
Without having
bend up.
anything to do with
Hey,
without
bend
having
up.
any,
Hey, bend up. That don't even work when women try that with me. You
no, I
know it
just
ain't
want to,
gonna
you know
work
what I
if
mean?
you
Whatever
try
you
it.
call your, you know what I mean? Whatever one you want to pull out today. I want to
I'm
ask
just
all of them.
saying, when you try to butter
Without
me
having
up,
anything to do with Bud and without having anything to do with Snack. In this rematch, when that bell ring, what is that man gonna do offensively different to fight and win the fight? That's just the question I got to ask.
who?
Because Errol Spence,
Nothing.
because before then, before going into the fight, everybody had a way Errol Spence was gonna win, right? You guys had a
Yeah.
stylistic offensive set or
Mm-hmm.
whatever that Errol Spence was gonna put on to win. So without having anything to do with Bud, what is that man gonna do offensively to beat Bud? That's the question. That's the golden
I know what
question.
he gonna do. You ready for this?
Join the snack program.
No, he ain't. We got
Oh,
something better
Join
than the
Memo.
snack.
oh,
Yeah.
Memo. Join Memo.
Yeah. He
Memo gonna
gonna
teach
go to
him how to
Memo
keep his head out
Heredia.
the line.
That's not offense.
Listen.
That's not offense. That's not offense. That's not
Listen.
offensive skill at
No.
all.
Hey, band up. I'm gonna answer your question. He going to go to Memo Heredia. That's what we gonna work on him doing. Yeah, you see how Benavidez fight on offense, don't you? That's how Spence gonna look. And it's gonna be Memo Heredia versus the snack program. He already 2-0 against him. He's already 2 up on him. So Spence gonna go to Memo Heredia, like Marquez did on Pacquiao. And you see what happened to Pac-Man when he had Memo in his corner, baby. He put Pacquiao to sleep. He put Juan, what's his name? Juan Diaz, the baby boy, knocked him clean out. Ooh, this is gonna be a competitive fight, band up. If Spence go
So
over there
how's
with
he going?
Memo Heredia.
So with Memo, okay. So what? That's still not skills. What is he gonna do skill wise? Punching,
It is
punch
skills.
like
You
with
just
his own
now
two
wait a
fists.
minute.
With his
Now
own two
band up.
fists.
There
With
you
his own
go
two
again.
fists.
Band up. You're not making sense. You said the snack program that Terrence Crawford is on don't give you skill. Well, the same program that Memo got don't give Spence skill either. See what I'm saying?
But I can tell you what Crawford's gonna do with his two fists. You can't tell me what Errol gonna do with them two
Yes, I
fists.
can. I can tell you. I can tell everything is going to be enhanced. So it don't matter what I tell you what he's going to do. It's going to be enhanced performance versus enhanced performance. Oh, yes.
So
Even
better
playing
yet to
field.
say,
Even playing field.
so better yet to say, you guys have nothing to say what he gonna do offensively because I
Yeah.
could pull
No,
up
see,
20
I don't want
videos.
to answer that question.
No,
I want to
because
answer. No, band up. I want to band up. I want to answer it like this. You don't have a problem, band up. You don't have a problem with Bud going over to the snack. So I don't have a problem with Spence going to Memo. Don't worry about what he's going to do. It's going to be Memo Heredia program against the snack program. And we're going to get a more competitive fight, even playing field. That's all it's going to be, brother. Hey, listen. Memo saying Victor cheating. Victor saying Memo cheating. Victor was with Vada. Memo is with USADA. Victor Conti had cheating in his past. Memo Heredia had cheating in his past. Victor Conti said he a changed man. Memo Heredia said he a changed man. Man, it's like two mirrors, and it's just going to be a good fight, band up. You're going to get your money's worth.
Hey, he can get Memo,
better yet to say
Mr.
all that.
Miyagi, Billy
Hold on,
Blanks.
NHA. Hold up, NHA. So it's better
Yeah.
yet to say all that fundamentally sound and all that pressure, you know what I mean, being put on Crawford is just out the window. All that talk before the
it's
fight
going
is
to
out the
be
window.
enhanced.
Yep,
No, I'm saying
yep.
it's going to be enhanced. It's going to be enhanced. If you
It's
go
out the
with Memo,
window.
it's going to be enhanced.
So he gonna fight
You
the
know
same
that's
fight.
out the window, man. That didn't
He
work
gonna
the
fight the
first
same
time.
way. He gonna fight the same way. He ain't
No,
gonna,
it's
he
going to be
gonna fight the same way.
enhanced.
Band up. You asking a good question though. That I'll give you to admit the question that you asking, and even when NHA said what he said about taking away his jab, right? I give y'all that,
Mhm.
right? However, right, but what manager Roll the Tape Marty saying is that Okay, you can give that strategy, but you have a strategy that was already enhanced with that to take away from Spence. It wasn't an even playing field. So y'all can ask that question. Okay, well, he took away his jab, but he was also enhanced. So that gives him an unfair advantage. That's why he went over there in the first place. So yeah, he took away his jab. What is the performance enhancement? Yeah, brother. Yeah.
So with Memo and Errol, and Errol gets his jab, took it away again, and gets figured out and has no plan B again. Then what we gonna say?
Well, it's not that he got his jab taken away. Let's be clear on something. Everybody already knows, and I told y'all this. This is a shame. Spence was not the same Spence in that ring, and neither was Crawford. We know this already. So we know this to be the truth. So all I'm
Banda
saying
said that a million times. Banda said that a million times. He said that a million times to back what you're saying. Because you remember he said what was wrong with Spence. He said y'all keep talking about Bud. What was wrong with Spence, right?
Yeah,
he looked the same he always does the first round. I believe everybody gave him the first round.
No, he didn't. He
Yes,
didn't
I
look
did.
the same. We never seen Spence look like that. Just like y'all never
First
seen
round?
Bud look like
You gave him the first round.
Hey, yo, Marty. I don't know if you remember, but early on, I told you, he did look different, but the style he fought in was the same way he starts to fight all the time. He always starts out with that little try to pull out the pace with the jab.
All the Terrence Crawford
So skill wise,
fans,
he tried to do the same thing.
all right, we're going to nip this in the bud. We don't want to go 3 more hours talking about this. All of Terrence Crawford fans that keep saying all of the stuff that y'all saying about Spence was this fighter, that fighter, y'all believe it more than Bud. If he had the confidence like y'all have the confidence, he wouldn't have called that man. And don't say that Victor called him, because Victor done told us he called him. So he called him for a reason now. And Gregory Quarterbaum, another Crawford fan, he was honest the other night, and he told us himself why he think that Errol called Victor. LC, Crawford's homie, who's more closer to Crawford's nephew, he told us why right here on this channel. See, they both done told that. Listen, man, we don't have to keep rehearsing this. He went over to Victor Conti because Errol Spence was bigger and stronger than him. It's just, y'all don't have a problem with it, so what difference do it make why he went over there?
Those are
assumptions. Is that why Bill Haney went over there too? Because Tank is bigger? Is that why?
Marty, are you getting the impression that I have an issue with it?
No, I know you don't care because he beat Spence. I know y'all don't care.
Why Bill Haney gonna them go over there, Marty?
That, bro. It's not about that, bro. It's not about that. It's not even about that, bro. I told you, bro.
Frank Nice from Philly. I'm trying to remember who you are. Salute to my man Frank Nice from Philly. Appreciate the support, brother. I gotta get my Philly, Philly in the chat. I gotta hold it down. What I'm saying is, bro, it's all good. What I'm saying is, it's all good. They're gonna run it back in the rematch, and Spence gonna go over to Memo Heredia. Then we're gonna have a good fight. Yeah, that's all. And it's
what about
Haney?
The original topic. What about Haney? The original topic. What we here for today is what you said earlier. What you exposed. This is what it was all about. You exposed the Haney and rolled the tape on him. That's what we're speaking about. Because the same pattern that Haney's doing, the same thing that Bud and them was doing, and you exposed Haney saying that himself. So that's the original topic. We didn't even talk about Spence or Bud. We're talking about Bill Haney. That's what the topic is supposed to be about. And you proved that easily. You rolled the tape where we could see it and not feel it.
So every fighter that went over there, they went there for a specific fight because they had in mind.
Huh?
Now I'm asking Shaheed that because he's saying Haney went over there because of Tank and Bud went over there because of Spence. What about all them other fighters? What they go over there for? What fighter they were targeting? What was the reason why they wanted to join Tank?
Well, I mean, if they want their performances to be enhanced, think about it. Victor Conti said to himself, he only deal with top-notch fighters that's on the top level. And these fighters look at Devin Haney. Devin Haney been undisputed. What does he need a Victor Conti for? What does he already established? Bud Crawford.
He's been with Victor Conti for like 4 years now.
Bro, it's no NHA, it's no point because I promise you.
I
I know,
digress.
because I can say the same thing to go along with they saying, and then they just gonna throw that away like it ain't nothing. And it's going what they saying, but they swear I'm going off script. It's going what they saying.
No natural boxer or any athlete need a performance enhanced. Enhanced
Yep,
means to
Sean
make
Porter's is enhanced
greater.
too. Sean Porter's is enhanced too. That's all I'm saying.
He didn't need it either. If you already great, why do you need to make yourself greater if you already great? That's what the word enhanced means, to make greater or higher. If you already at the highest peak, what do you need to go higher if you already there?
Hold on.
Why did Michael Jordan keep training and trying to get himself better, even after, you know what I'm saying, he knew he was the best player on the
bro,
court.
stop.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
I'm just saying.
There's no point.
Did he just say, let me just sit back, because I already know I'm the best, I'm the greatest. There's no need for me to try to, you know what I'm saying, improve my game. Practice time. We work out, you know, we supplements here. Why does he do it? Why did Michael Jordan do it?
With a known cheater? We talk about Victor Conti. With a known cheater, we ain't talking about Michael Jordan. We talk about Bill Haney and Devin Haney.
Is Bill Conti the only cheater in the world? Is Bill Conti the only person that has ever dealt with that?
We talk about the sport of boxing. We're not talking about basketball. We talk about the sport of boxing.
You said, why does he need to go to get himself better if he's already great?
If he's already great, the word enhanced. Do you know what the word enhanced means? If you already
enhanced
great,
means to get better.
No, enhanced
why
means
did
to
Michael Jordan
or greater.
Okay, so why did Michael Jordan try?
Stick to boxing, bro.
I'm trying to bring perspective, my friend. Professional athletes.
Boxing channel,
okay, all right, boxing channel. Why did Mike Tyson? Why did Floyd Mayweather? Did Floyd Mayweather sit on his ass when he knew he was the top of his game, or did he, you know what I'm saying, stay in the gym, or did, you know what I'm saying, he's always trying to improve himself?
None of them used the Victor Conti or a snack program either.
We're going back to but that's not what you said though. That's not, you said if somebody's great, why do they need to try to enhance themselves?
I said no natural boxer or no natural athlete, right? The overall, right, needs an enhancement if you already got it. You don't need an enhancement, especially with a known cheater. We going back.
Does water enhance you? Is water an enhancer?
No, it's not.
It's not? Okay.
That's a natural substance. That's the earthly substance of all things in existence. The earthly substance of all things in existence. That don't enhance you.
You don't believe you don't think Floyd Mayweather took any supplements whatsoever? Never. Is that your opinion? Because I'm just using that example.
Floyd Mayweather.
No, I'm talking about because he brought him up. That's his man.
We're not talking about Floyd, y'all. Why are we getting on Floyd?
He's thinking about what I said earlier. When I said Floyd, you mean to tell me that they'll take a Victor Conti before they would a Floyd is what he's talking about. A known cheater. Because when Floyd tried to advocate for boxing, since we speak on boxing to be clean, everyone overlooked what Floyd said. And when Floyd started to speak on that, all of a sudden he gets jailed. When he starts speaking, and now all of a sudden Victor Conti.
He was jailed because he was accused of beating his woman.
Victor Conti is all of a sudden the face of advocator of being clean boxing, who's a known cheater. How is that so? Like brothers got Stockholm syndrome.
But to the point you try, you know what I'm saying, you try to make to say, so you said, why, if you're great, why do you need to try to better yourself? Basically what you're saying, why do you need to enhance your performance?
No, what I'm saying, why do you need to enhance means to higher or make greater?
And I brought up, and I kept the boxing, I brought up Floyd. I kept the boxing and brought up Floyd. Why was he always trying to improve himself if he was already great?
And Floyd it's similar to what Miguel Cotto said when they was at the face-off before he fought Miguel Cotto. He said Floyd always stays at his highest level. Miguel Cotto said that when they were face to face, that Floyd always stayed at that level.
And you're proving my point. He's always Yes, you are.
No.
So you think he just naturally sat on his ass because he stays on one level?
NHA.
You don't have to have Roy Clan too. He has supplements though.
You was there?
I don't have to be there. It's kind of like common sense that, you know what I'm saying, to not think that professional athletes don't
Marty proved, manager wrote to take Marty proved like you said, the apology should have been given, even though you felt it shouldn't have been given, even though it seemed it should have, because he said this last year that the snack program worked and that Terrence Bud Crawford was with the snack program with a known cheater in boxing, with a known cheater, bro. And that's okay with you. And even Band Up said the same thing. He okay with that. Y'all okay with a known cheater because it gives you an unfair advantage and gets you on an uneven playing field. Y'all accept that. Y'all don't want it.
It's your assumption. It's your assumption that he's doing something illegal to give him.
This
your assumption.
This the thing. We about to bring it home. I gotta say this for my man DC Jeroy. Because I just seen him in the chat a while ago. DC Jeroy, are you still here? I want to make sure he get this. I got my West Coast audience that just plugged in.
Shout out to the West.
Go home. We about to go home in a minute. DC Jeroy. Oh, you heard everything, DC Jeroy? You heard what I said, what Bill Haney said, what Victor Conti said? You heard all that, DC? I want to make sure DC got it. Because I'm not sure if he was here earlier. Let me see. That's what I'm saying. My man DC,
He said yes in the chat.
No, he said no. He just said nope. He said no. I think he was saying yes to what we talking about, but he just got on 10 minutes ago. We about to go home, but I can't let my guy DC Jeroy come in the chat and not know what's going on. I can't do that. That's my man. We gotta do it the right way. Now, I gotta run it back. This ain't gonna take nothing but a couple seconds. We're gonna roll out. This is not just for DC Jeroy. We got new audience that just came in a half hour ago, and we've been talking about all other stuff. You know, it's all, you know how we do. But hold on for a minute because we have a new audience here. Everybody, if you can mute your phone, everybody on the panel, if you can mute your phone, let's give the respect to all of the new viewers because I don't want them to miss anything. I want everybody to understand that we're on the same page this evening. We got my West Coast audience. You know, we 3 hours ahead of schedule according to Eastern and Pacific time. So the West Coast just dropped in. So I got to get a West Coast, the same thing I give everybody else from down south and the East. And then we're going to go home real quick. What y'all see on your screen is on December the 29th, live in living color in a live podcast panel right here on this channel. I made some references about Devin Haney's performance and about his performance being enhanced based on my assessments. With that being said, most of you already know this. I'm going to reiterate it. I've been talking about this for months now. This is nothing new, but this is the last time that I made a reference of it on December the 29th. Here is the words that I said regarding the performance of Devin Haney. Don't have a whole lot of fans that how we be doing on YouTube. Oh, but when I said something about Devin Haney, Lord have mercy. When I talked about Devin Haney, how he looked in the later rounds, where he don't get as tired. I said this live. I stand on what I say. And I told y'all my reference was the Lomachenko fight. In the 12th round, he wasn't gassed. And the reason why I say he wasn't gassed, which I believe that he should have been, is because his punch output, his punch output changed. You understand? Like when Pacquiao threw over 1,000 punches when he fought De La Hoya, over 9 or something punches, he's supposed to be tired. We haven't seen Devin Haney that active. I'm talking about throwing a whole bunch of punches like that. And I'm saying he missed a couple too. That tires you out. But he was in a dogfight with Loma, what I'm saying. But in the 12th round, he still had his wits with him. You know, I'm not accusing. I'm just saying that was my observation. So, all right, all the new audience, did you hear what I said on December the 29th, 2023, live in living color right here. Now, Bill Haney confirmed my assessment that I saw when he fought, he meaning his son, Devin Haney, when he fought Lomachenko. Of course, there's a reference of Regis Prograis as well, but at the same time, we got to hear what Bill Haney said. Bill Haney confirmed what y'all just heard me say. I said what I said December the 29th, 2023. Now let's hear what Bill Haney said when he went on Sean Porter's podcast, January the 15th, 2024. Just a matter of 2 weeks after I made my statement. Let's hear what Bill Haney had to say when he was talking about his issue with Bernard Hopkins. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
Stay the course. He's a world champion, and he's fighting whoever's in front of him. And then he was being extremely critical. Mm-hmm. And I said that era, right, was in that era. Mm-hmm. This era is this era. Mm-hmm. And you see with Devin, he wasn't even breathing in the 12th round against Regis, right? Mm-hmm. When he was with Lomachenko, he had another 3 rounds. Devin is a 15-round fighter. He's old throwback. He's old throwback fighter, 15-round fighter. Yeah. He's that kind of fighter that they had to change the rules for because he had those guys got so much engine. They still have that thing that they start in the first round, and it gets dangerous. Yeah, it gets dangerous. All that trauma. Yeah.
That is what Bill Haney said himself on January the 15th. You just heard him confirm what my assessment was in May of 2023 in the fight between Devin Haney and Lomachenko. He said that basically when he fought Lomachenko, he still had 3 rounds left in him. Basically, he wasn't tired. Even though his punch output and volume seemed like it was okay because he was in the dogfight throwing a lot of punches against Loma, which he did land most of them. But in the 12th round, like I stated, he didn't look tired or didn't look as tired as he should have looked. And he still had 3 more rounds left in him. In fact, you just heard Bill Haney say that in the fight with Regis Prograis, he didn't even breathe. My goodness. So it sounds like we said the same thing and had the same assessment. Well, I figured I'd let the experts speak on why some people would be suspicious of that performance of Devin Haney. Well, let's turn to the expert himself, who was here live in living color on this channel in the first interview on January the 1st, nearly a few days after I said what I said in the live, and nearly 2 weeks prior to what Bill Haney said. Let's hear the words of Victor Conti himself when I asked him a very specific question. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape. Okay, so we had clarification on that. Let's talk about it. You used the letters EPO. It's a very long word. You're the expert. Can you tell us what EPO? I mean, we heard you say it with Sugar Shane Mosley, but can you tell the audience what is EPO? You said it's a powerful drug. What is EPO? What are the benefits of EPO?
The technical name is erythropoietin, and it promotes the production of red blood cells. And what that does is each and every time that a boxer or an athlete takes a breath, you have an area on a red blood cell called hemoglobin. They're like seats on a bus. And you can attach, let's say, 5 oxygen molecules, and then those to a red blood cell, like a little bus that transports them down to your muscle tissue in your legs. and it dumps the oxygen molecules and the nutrients, and then it picks up what we call the metabolic waste byproducts, like lactic acid, ammonia, carbon dioxide, the metabolic, call it PP and poo-poo, that you want to get out of your system because it promotes fatigue, back, and then you exhale those out. So literally, they call EPO the effects that it turns you into a machine. That means you just simply don't get tired. So when you see these boxers who come on in the second half of the fight and are throwing more punches and maintaining that volume with equal power, it's likely that they're using EPO. And I don't want to get into specific cases, but I see this all the time. And then I look who they're associated with, and then my best guess is, yes, that boxer's using EPO.
That was the words of Victor Conte himself here, live in living color. First interview I conducted with him on January the 1st. Now, according to Victor Conte himself, y'all all just heard him. He basically talked about the characteristics of a fighter who's on EPO. What happens in the later rounds? They never get tired. What happens with their punch volume? He also said that when he sees this with his own eyes, he look across from him, and then he basically notices that they are associated with someone who basically either cheats or have a history of cheating. And then he concludes, based on that assessment, based on the association that that fighter has with the other individual or individuals, he concludes that, hey, this fighter is on EPO. So the question remains, well, if we use the same formula that Victor Conte used himself, when we look at the characteristics of maybe a Bill Haney's performance being enhanced in the later rounds where he don't get tired, and his punch volume in the Lomachenko fight, and of course Regis Prograves fight where his dad said he never even breathed in that fight, and he had 3 more rounds in him even after the 12th round of the Lomachenko fight. Why can't we use the same formula that Victor Conte had by looking over and seeing that performance being enhanced by Bill Haney, and then saying, well, wait a minute, we looking across and seeing who he's associated with. He's associated with Victor Conte. Why can't we conclude that there's something suspicious, or even go as far as to say, hey, maybe this fighter is on EPO according to Victor Conte's own assessments? So that's what most of you may have missed if you're just joining us live. And in the comment section, I would love to hear what your response is and what your assessment is by hearing, all of the 3 parties involved, myself, Victor Conte, and Bill Haney. And before you do that, let me double salute JSR72. Thank you for your contribution and your support to the channel. Jay says, just keep up with the facts, my brother, 100. And you know I am, Jay, sir. And thank you for your support and contribution as always, Jay. Appreciate you, man. Always, always. So there you have it. And so in the chat, before we go, I want to hear what y'all think about what you've heard. Once again, let me put the dates on the screen so we can all have clarity of context. I made a reference, and I've been making references about this for months, about Devin Haney's performances being enhanced. And I didn't say anything illegal, but I did say performance enhancement the last time I mentioned it, and gave an accurate assessment of his fight with Lomachenko. Was on December the 29th, 2023, just a few weeks ago. Bill Haney, he also made a reference about his assessment of his son on January the 15th, 2024, nearly 2 weeks after I said what I said a few days ago. In his case, when he talked about his son's performance. Also, the expert, Victor Conte himself. He was here a few days after I made my assessment publicly for the 18th time, probably, of the performance of Devin Haney. And obviously 2 weeks prior to Bill Haney making his assessment of his son's performance against Regis and Lomachenko, we heard what Victor Conte said. Victor Conte was asked by me, what is EPO? He told us what EPO is, and I asked him what the benefits of EPO is. He described what the benefits were, and he even said, the expert said, if you see a fighter that basically displays these characteristics, it's okay to assume that they're using EPO because he said they are. And he said what he also does is he look across to see who they're associated with, and then he makes his conclusion there, and that's what we have there. Real quick, for context purposes, EPO is illegal. It is a banned substance in sports, period. Just wanted to put that out there. So, according to Windy City Assassin, which I will publish this comment because it is something that he said. If we're using Victor Conti's rule of conclusion, then yes, we can point the finger at Snack. That's Windy City Assassin. Salute to him. And as I always say, hold on, let me put it on your screen when I say it so you know it's real when I say it. Here it go. Bam! You see that? The Snack program works. So, hey, we don't know if it's legal or illegal. All we know is that you heard the words I said, you heard the words of Bill Haney, and you heard the words of Victor Conti himself. So if you want to draw your own conclusion, the expert, Victor Conti, said you can, because that's what he does. That's all I'm saying. Well, NHA, give us your last 30 seconds, my brother. What you got for us before we go home?
Yes, sir. I say if we're gonna use Victor Conti's conclusion to to have suspicion of other fighters, then we got to use this conclusion of his suspicion of Spence as well, because
He doesn't have I'm sorry to say this. He doesn't have any more suspicions of Spence. He doesn't have it. He told me on the show he don't have it no more. He said
he said, he said he tested, yeah, he did.
He said he doesn't believe Errol Spence is cheating. I can pull it up for you if you want.
Okay, we'll take it. Well, he had a suspicion that that's Spence.
Yes.
Based on those conclusions. Okay. So, having said that, we can have our suspicions, and we could use Victor Conti as his conclusion of when a certain fighter is cheating or whatnot. But unless those fighters pop dirty, it's just our assumptions, and that is it. Now, as far as Haney goes, in my personal opinion, as I stated earlier, I don't believe he's doing anything illegal. I don't think my personal belief that there was no enhancement in that Loma fight. I believe he was actually fading. Hence why during towards I believe the 9th or 10th round, he said, "Dad, what are we gonna? I think he figured this out. What do we do?" It's like that doesn't sound to me like an enhanced quote unquote fighter. I sound like a fighter that was on the verge of being not even only physically beaten but mentally beaten. Now, given the fact that he is a young guy, he's only 24 years old. We keep just putting that to the side, this is a young kid full of energy. It'll be perfectly normal for him to have that sustain his the level of output from beginning of the fight to the end of the fight. That's not a wild thing to conclude. I mean, if he was like a fighter pushing mid 30s or 40s, yeah, wow, you picked it up in the late rounds, then you might have a case. But like I said, he's a young fighter. To the best of my knowledge, he keeps himself clean. He doesn't abuse his body. He's in the gym. He takes his crap very serious. So it's not out of the realm of possibility. Now, we could use I hate to have to go back to Spence, but I got to. But we could use the same level of conclusion to a Spence because Spence, his level never dropped off from the beginning to the end. I mean, we praise him for that. He's nonstop aggression, attack, attack, attack. And then if you want to go about, your 3 fights, whatever it is, your theory, Sean Porter fight, that was meh. I was very competitive. Danny Garcia fight was okay. Danny Uga's fight, third fight, what do we see there? Should we start suspecting Spence of cycling off or something because of Victor Conte's?
NHA, I gave you 30 seconds. You took 3 minutes on everything else except for what is your assessment of what I said, what Bill said, what Victor said. But you did say,
I did tell you that.
Yeah, you did. If we're going to go by the conclusion of Victor, then we got to do all this. And okay, no problem. No doubt on that. We'll just do it for everybody else that don't have the same symptoms. No problem. Well, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Thank you for joining us, NHA. Anytime you can come on through, brother. But it's 3.5 here. We got to go. Salute to you. No problem. All right, Shaheed. I mean, man, we all over the place with some people, but hey, I try to give everybody a platform to. Man, you heard what I said. You heard what Victor Conte said. You heard what Bill Haney said. And I want to clarify something because somebody said, I waited for Bill Haney to say this. I didn't know Bill Haney was going to say anything, just like I didn't know that Victor Conte was going to say anything, just like I didn't know I was going to say anything. So I wasn't waiting for nobody to say nothing. I already had this information based on my assessment that I gave when I said what I said in May of 2023, when I looked at the performance of Devin Haney. So, with that being said, real quick, Shaheed, before you give us the last 30, double salute to my guy, DC Geroy, who just heard everything. Thank you for your contribution and your support. As always, DC, one of my day one supporters. That's why I wanted to make sure DC Geroy, included with the new people that was joining in, at least heard some of that, because I wanted to make sure that everybody got a chance to, hear it. DC Geroy says, Brother Marty, cats have to stop the silliness. The logic of, quote, we have to wait until he pops dirty is the flawed logic when you think your girl has to pop up pregnant as proof that she's cheating. Dang. Woo, what a point. Good point, DC Geroy. And I always must keep things in perspective. That's why I like DC Geroy. He always keep things in proper perspective. To piggyback off of what DC just said, we keep saying the logic that is, we have to wait until he pops dirty. Well, when you say, let's just say Terrence Crawford, not Devin Haney, but Terrence Crawford. So I'm piggybacking off of what DC Geroy is saying. They say Terrence Crawford never tested positive. I'm saying he never tested, period. You see the difference? And the reason why I say this is because VADA still have yet to do the same thing with Terrence Crawford that they've done to the other fighters that were not associated with PBC. And that is to welcome his enrollment of the program, to acknowledge publicly that he was tested in 2021 when he first got involved with the snack program when he fought Sean Porter. There's no record of that. Victor Conte told me he's still waiting on a response from VADA, which was a text message that he sent. He told me he sent it 2.5 weeks ago. We still haven't heard anything since. And I emailed him and asked him for an update, and he still did not have one. When it comes to evidence that Terrence Crawford tested for the David Evanesian fight, David Evanesian is also equally not listed on VADA, and neither is Terrence Crawford. When it comes to that fight, and Victor Conte said they had limited testing, but yet at the time, Terrence Crawford was not a PBC fighter. So I don't know why those two fights are not listed on the program of VADA on their website that's regularly updated. Okay, so that's what draw more suspicion on top of the performances in both of those fights. See, we got to act. You got to stop acting like this is what my man DC Drew keeps saying when he says, "Stop with the silliness." We got to deal with the facts at hand, and those are the facts at hand, and they're irrefutable facts because we don't have any documentation. Remember, I told you this 2024 is the year of truth and evidence. No one's word is good enough without evidence when it comes to doping and anti-doping. So I see somebody in the chat that says Victor said Crawford was tested. I know. He said that Crawford and Spence was tested with stringent testing 8 weeks of camp. He said that 2 days after the fight. But I've already put the evidence out that he said on this channel they were tested 12 weeks. So which one is it? He said he helped Crawford enroll in VADA testing for that fight. Well, he was 4 weeks off. First he said 8 weeks, then he said 12. But he gave me credit. When I put the evidence in front of him, he said, "You're right, I misspoke." So nobody can come back behind his misspeaking and try to clarify that for him. You see my point? Yes. Double salute, my God, another day one supporter, Mr. AMG. Thank you so much, Mr. AMG, for your contribution and your support of the channel. Mr. AMG says, salute, Manager Marty and Shaheed. You guys make too much sense. And DC Jeroy. You better believe it. Everything I said thus far, Shaheed, has not been my opinion. I haven't given my opinion yet. Now, on December the 29th, when you was on the panel, I gave my opinion based on the observation of Devin Haney's performances. But hey, his dad came out on the 15th of January and he confirmed. So if he's confirming it, it is no longer an opinion. It's a fact. And we got to deal with the facts at hand, even though it's your favorite fighter. We don't have any picks over here. And here's the thing that I say before Shaheed closes us out. If anyone needs to clarify or defend their honor, come on up to the Roll the Tape podcast. This is the biggest audience for you to do it because this is where it all started at right here. And I'm going to open the platform up. You know what I mean? And that's for Bill Haney, Devin Haney, or whoever else that need to clarify because I want people to get both sides of the equation in all fairness. You know what I mean? And they're going to be treated like a professional when they come up here like I do all the other professionals that represent the business. And I leave it like that. And Shaheed, last 30 seconds, brother. It's all on you. Oh, real quick, come on back here tomorrow, live and living color. 4:30 or 4:45. I haven't chosen which one yet. It's going to be a big snowstorm here in Philly, so I might just do it at 4:30 like I always do. We're going to rock out Friday night. We're going to talk some more business and some sport of boxing tomorrow. Come back. And it's on my guy, Shaheed. And when Shaheed done, I'm going to pull out the same way I pulled in with one of the hottest intros on YouTube. Our manager, Marty. Salute. Oh, I can't end it like that. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape. Shaheed is on you, my brother.
Just wanted to say, quadruple salute to you as if I have four arms, brethren. You showed improved tonight with the words that were spoken from other people, such as Bill Haney himself and Victor Conti, and them showing improving on the channel the same behaviors that they had with Balco they got with the SNAP program. And we're seeing it in the boxing ring, and we're seeing it with the EPO, that may be, what they're using, they're having the same symptoms that he's saying that they're having in the boxing ring. So if they can make that same observation, why can't we? What you said. Much love to you, honor and respect, man. Peace to everybody that was on the channel and on the panel. Much love. One.
Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you.